Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Exeter, bonjour. Come join us, Exeter. Crumbly, hello, hola. Excuse me. Nobody gonna come and join me? Really? Come on, you know you want to. Crumbly, what? Empty tank or empty belly? Like we'd care, Exeter. You look good in a dressing gown, I'm sure you do. Empty belly. Yeah. Don't know where MT is. I'm sure he'll be over here shortly. Brandon is actually doing a movie night with his missus, so he'll be busy. There we go. That's all shared. I was going to say earlier. What was I going to say? I was going to say earlier about my hang on, let's do this. You live. Oh, yeah. I'm not sure why that's doing that. God. I tell you, this creating live streams is scary, isn't it? Empty Belly, hello mate, how you doing? Empty Belly, I would love it if you would join me. If you want to, he was watching my new video. Bless you, MT. Tell you what, MT, come join the stream. I want to talk to you. Come on. Crazy Dead Biker. Hey, mate, welcome back. Nice to see you. Empty Belly. He's watching my new video. God bless you. Well, if your grandkids don't mind being on telly, then they can join in. Honestly. I really don't want to sit here for 2 hours or 2.5 hours on my own, not talking to anybody. I really love anybody just to jump in. Crazy Dad Biker, you want to jump in? Someone's got to. Come on. Crazy's wife. Hello, Crazy's wife. Nice to see you. You, you keep getting told off for talking. Excellent. Bring him on. I'll tell you what, we'd love to see him. We really would. We really would, them see. Really, Paul? TMI, mate. TMI. Well, I'll tell you what, Paul. Once you've been for a poo, feel free to join us. But there's link. Am I getting desperate now? Come on, people. If a few people join me, I might give you the secret how I managed to gain 100 and was it 156 subscribers in a week. Real secret. It just happened. I really don't know how it happened. I can't help you with that one, Crazy Dad. I really can't. I really can't. Crumbly, when you click on the link, it'll ask you to open up StreamYard, and you log in with StreamYard. I'm not sure if it's another bit of software you need or whatever. Also, Crumbly, that Yamaha you was running up in your garage, man, you need to open the window. That was some real thick smoke in there. Howie, 50 I nicked off you. I wish. Howie, come and join me. I know you like to jump on the StreamYard. Come on. Come join us. While we're actually live, there is somebody from my work, and she said if I mention her name, she would put a comment in. So hopefully she's watching. And it is Jasmine. Crumbly Mal. There you go.
I made it.
You made it.
Oh,
It worked.
Bloody light, isn't it? Oh,
Oh, hey,
just a second. How's that?
For a moment there, Crumbly, you had a halo.
Well, that's not wrong, actually. I should have, really.
Yeah, you should do. Well, yeah, how will you be in here in 10 minutes or so?
Nerve-wracking. Never done this before. Still, first time for everything, I suppose.
There is. But you put out some good little videos of what you've been up to in your garage, didn't you?
Yeah, well, once I get my camera and it warms up a bit, I'm gonna get out more, and I've decided I'm going to go for a 360X. Is it? Or something? Insta. And,
360 Insta. Yeah.
Yeah, and try that on its own for a bit, like with a external mic that you can set up. Because who was it? I was watching Bandit Man UK today.
Oh yeah.
And he set one up, and he had these like remote mics, so it didn't have any wires.
Yeah.
And it worked, and he could walk. He must have been nearly 100 yards from his bike, and you could still hear him talking.
Yeah.
It was amazing. Yeah. So.
Yeah, the 360s. They are really clever little bits of machinery.
Yeah.
I got one. I stick on the handlebar of the bike while I'm riding around, and I did one on the super sausage run with Eclipse. And the only thing, or the only pain in the arse with the 360 cameras is you've got to use their bit of software to edit everything and then save it, and then you can put it into your editor, whichever you use. I use the what do I use? Hang on.
You did say, and I looked into that. I was going to go for the one that you used, actually.
Yeah. Well, hang on. Let's welcome White Rock Rider, because
hello there.
I've never met you, although I've watched a lot of your videos.
Oh, right, yes. What do you think about my last 360 video? Where you had
that was pretty good, actually. You're probably more qualified to talk to Crumbly about the 360 cameras than I am. And before you do that, I'm gonna welcome in Howie. Howie, there he is.
Hello, right. How's it going? 360 cameras. Oh, 360 cameras. How many do you want? I've got 2 of the bloody things in.
He's got the new ones. Look at that. I've got the old 361R.
Don't get the old one because you can't plug them.
I've got a 361R. Get the new one. I'll use a GoPro Max.
Because then you can put the mic unit thing on it, and I'll use a Rode Go radio mic for it.
Go, yeah.
Use that. Pretty brilliant. But that one's all right for shoving on the fenders and extremities. It works pretty well. I haven't been out at all. I haven't been out for the last 3 months. I've had a bit of a medical scare, so I won't go into it. But I've just not been riding at all at the moment. So anyway, yeah. Well, that killed the conversation, didn't it?
It did, didn't it? Well done, Howie.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. Good night, lads. Let's all
He's
leave it.
still here anyway.
I found with the Insta1R that if you're doing a long video, after about 30 minutes, you have about a minute break. Whereas a GoPro Max, you don't. Even though it's a lot smaller file, it only records 8 minutes at a time, you can actually join those files up seamlessly, editing.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is the thing that scares me, editing.
If you do it on the phone, it's a lot easier because the new thing you've got now is if you want to pan round, you've got your phone there. So if you want to start looking that way, you just move it around that way and press that you want it to do that. And it will the 360 software will do that, and you get loads of different effects. So like Simon says, if you Simon said school days, isn't it? Anyway, yeah. If you start doing to create your video, if you want to get that footage first, say it's like a camera that's panning back to you, you get it looking at you or when you're walking around, do all that first, and then add that to your sort of final production, which you do with your other GoPros or drifts and stuff like that. And you can edit and stick it all together. That's basically how the 360 works well.
See, when I'm blogging, I use 2 GoPro Hero 8s and the Max. So, first of all, I load into my editing software what I get from the 2 GoPros 8s and decide what angles I'm going to use, whether it's going to be looking at me, looking at the front, looking at the side, make a note of the timestamps, and then go and edit the 360 footage.
Wow.
And then that all syncs up. And then once I've reframed that, then I transfer that into the main editing software and join it all up together.
Yeah, Crumbly. If you could look for a guy on YouTube, he's called something like 360 video, Eat Sleep 360. There's a guy on there.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of his videos. Yeah,
he does loads of tutorials. So when you look at all the the editing stuff that he does on that, gives you an idea of what you can do with it. And it's, once you start looking at the stuff and you see you can make the planet Earth or the big wide fisheye shaped rubbish, which is not really practical for motor vlogging.
No.
But if you've got a microphone, especially to the X2, you can walk all the way around. I got a road on a cold shoe that I plug into the normal microphone I would plug into the camera anyway. And you can just walk around with your helmet, no camera on it. You just talk to your camera, which could be up to around about what? I mean, about 60 foot I've been away from the bike when I've done it before.
That's what Richard, Band Key, he did that, and he walked a hell of a way from his bike.
Yeah.
And you can still hear him.
It is basically having like a film crew sat on your bike filming you, and it pans around and follows you and watches you because it's all. Hang on, sorry about all that. Yeah, and it all the editing is in the 360 software, and you do it all on your phone. So if you're out and you're having a coffee, you can probably do about 15 minutes worth just prattling about with your phone sort of thing. But I think it's the way that motor vlogging's gonna go.
Yeah, we're past the watershed, aren't we?
Yeah. Absolutely.
I got
hugging at the handle.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, a future one.
Can she come pop round and see me soon? Yeah, I want that.
Well, I've got a spare one somewhere.
Nice.
Paul Keating, you probably sub to us all, mate.
Yeah, Paul. Is there anyone you haven't subbed to, Paul? That is a good question.
It's an interesting thing when it comes to subs. I mean, I've gained 150 something subs in a week. and I'm scared, and I've took the subs off my channel now because I don't want everybody to keep looking at it.
That's incredible.
And
That
it's
is incredible, yeah.
unbelievable. It's unbelievable because all I do is talk shit while riding my bike. That's all I do. And let's face it, most motor vloggers, that's all we do.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of thoughts of why that would happen. And one is I put up I put up a YouTube short, which was "You Can't Park There, Sir."
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, you see that? It was quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That had 900 hits in under a week.
Is that because it was so short then?
I've no idea. I've no idea. It was just I've looked at the analytics, and one of the things people are looking for, according to YouTube, is "You Can't Park There, Sir." Why? I don't know, but that is the title, and I got 900 hits on that. And I gained a lot of subscribers from that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, okay, people thought that was funny, and they was going to subscribe to my channel. Now, when people subscribe to your channel, and they click on it because you released a new video, and they think, "No, that's boring," and they don't watch it. Well, that's up to them. But they don't unsubscribe to the channel. So I gained quite a lot from that. The other thing I've done recently in the last 28 months, because in 28 months I've gained 200 or 28 days, sorry, I've gained 200 and something subscribers, and 100 and whatever of them have been in the last week. The other thing I did within that 28 days was I started subscribing to YouTube Premium because it came free with my phone. Now I can't see that would increase it, but it's happened. The other thing that's happened is I've been told a young girl from where I work has started watching my live stuff. So Jasmine, if you're watching, hello. And she started telling everybody about my live streams because I'm a popular union rep from where I work, and you know, I work in a building that's got over 600 employees. So whether that's worked, I don't know. And the other thing that's happened, I've started traveling around this week, and on my bike is my YouTube channel, and I've done over 600 miles traveling around this week. And whether that's picked, I can't pin it down to anything. Because I did get asked. I did get asked about it. How comes you gained 50 subscribers in 3 days?
It's probably the premium because it probably promoted your channel a bit more.
It could be. It could be. It could be White Rock. It could be. I really don't know. But I mean, those are a few things I've done in the last month. And to be honest with you, when I started this channel up, it was going to be me riding backwards and forwards to work, giving a little talkie every now and again, talking about things that are going on. If you look back at some of my older videos, I'm talking about what the government are deciding under COVID and this and that and everything else. And yeah, it's not something I ever thought of. And to have over 600 and something subscribers now, I'm like, I'm scared. So, anxiety things start kicking in, and Howie knows all about that because we share.
Really, isn't it? I mean, it is. You know,
it is, but it's also very daunting. It's also very daunting.
Well, I suppose if you think about them while you're talking, all these 600 people watching me, like.
Yeah, but not 600 people watching my videos because my videos are still only getting like 100 people, 100 views and things. Okay, a couple of my popular videos will hit thousands. My ride review on the Kawasaki GTR 1400 I did got 9,000 views now, and I test rode Andy GSA Tractor's bike, and that is in the thousands now of people viewing that. And then I'll put a couple of silly little Bellem videos up, which have got a couple of thousand views. And I don't know is that what people want? I don't know.
Yeah, I think people want drama, don't they?
Yeah.
We're all drama queens. We just want a bit of drama. Watch a bit of drama.
Yeah.
They like to see a female, and they like to see someone fall
Oh,
off.
definitely, yeah.
fall off. Yeah.
Different.
Right.
It's amazing.
I
It's
tell you,
amazing.
if I wore a thong, I'd have 10,000 views now.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Well, it wouldn't be from me
Yeah,
either.
unfortunately, I haven't got the boobs to go with
Red
it.
Bob can score on it. You can wear a thong,
You're going
mate.
to compete with Red Bomb, yeah.
As long as you identify as a stripper or a nightclub worker, which is your right now, you're allowed to do that sort of thing. You can do that, Simon.
Yeah.
If you identify as, that person.
Yeah.
Imagine how many views we'll get. You ride your bike hard and crash it. I mean, you get loads. You'd get loads. You really get. You really would get
I mean,
loads.
if you were out on just riding your bike on a vlog and a bloke was coming towards you on the pavement and he fell down a manhole and you caught it, you'd get thousands, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you would.
You never have your camera on when that happens, though, do you?
Well,
I've got my camera on all the time, which is why
Yeah.
I said on Red Bomb's
same here.
live stream why I get so many fucking belling videos, is because I've got my camera on all the time, and I've got the sort of memory that will remember when that happened on what day, and I can go back through my 34 clips of footage and find it. So
yeah.
Yeah, crazy dad biker lend me his moves. There you go.
A couple
Have
of
you got the training bra that goes with them? That's what I want to know. Bless you. But yeah. How you gain subscribers? I said to Lockwood on one of his comments on my video. I said, I hit the sweet spot. I really don't know.
Yeah,
but
maybe just putting out what people like at the time. Give it
maybe
they'll be looking for something else.
You don't think it's how long you've been doing it for that, and people just get used to seeing your things come up or something like that. I mean, I don't know because I've been doing it 5 minutes.
I've been doing this must be about 8 years now.
Wow.
I hardly had any at the very start. There was only about sort of 12 or 13 people that were actually subscribing to. Most of the people I knew them anyway. But I never used to seek. I used to get on my bike, and if we were going to do a ride, we used to just record a chat between us when we would.
For fun, yeah. For fun.
And it was just like, and that's the thing on YouTube. The thing that really appeals to me, or the kind of like the stuff I watch, is the interactive stuff where there's several bikers having a crack and having a chat. I don't go for the sail or the showboat. You probably know who they are, but they're out there. You know that they're out there just for likes. You know that they're out there just to promote themselves all the time, and that's all they do. I just find that boring now. I really do. This is a new bike I'm reviewing, and I'm not really interested because I'm not in the market for a new bike. So I think to myself, well, why am I watching this?
Yeah.
I'd rather see some lads having a crack and having a laugh and that sort of thing, or going on a ride somewhere. This is our trip to, the Isle of Man or something like that. I'd rather see something like that than,
I find it better if it's all right having like music, but I like to have, even if it's somebody on their own, just chatting their way along, like Lockwood does and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Rather than just have music banging out all the road trip that you don't even know where they're going. Tends to get a bit tedious, I think.
Yeah. Well, even if they have a bit of music, you want to hear the sound of the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe drop a word in of something they've seen or what bike they're riding.
A few words here and there, it just makes a big difference, just makes a break.
Yeah, but sometimes the right music can add to the drama.
It can do, yes.
Or if you've got someone with a bit of pace in the beat as they're riding through some twists, it does that. Just changes the whole.
It's sort of got some sort of rapper going all the way through it.
No, God, no.
I think I'm struggling with this.
Tedious stuff.
No,
I think
you don't really want people sort of singing or rapping or whatever. You just want sort of more like sort of background music, whether it's pop, rock, blues,
talk over
something a bit upbeat, which sort of gets you a bit of in the mood sort of thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's right. But,
Yeah, I go on now and I see some of the videos and I think, well, you know, it's just a different person doing the same stuff. I mean, I know we just sit on them, like Simon says, we just ride around and we just talk a load of old rubbish. But you know, and then when I come up of an evening and I had a coffee and I thought, I've heard this before. And everybody's doing the 5 things I like about.
Yeah.
The 5 things I hate.
Yeah.
5,
you know, you're going to do that sort of thing. Try and find something original.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or put an entirely different angle on it, which no one's thought of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just got to find that niche in the market, lads. And
yeah, very hard to find because most of it's been covered anyway.
Oh, good, yeah.
Well,
and I'll tell you what, the niche is: you got to have a pair of boobs and a tight arse, and you got to wear a thong and ride a bike.
Well, there you go, Simon. You're in. You okay? You know, you've got.
I'm there.
You've got a head start on us, mate. You know.
Yeah.
Another rambling madman video again.
You're talking about me again.
Yeah.
Well, I come on these live streams for a bit of a laugh, all right? There's nothing wrong about it.
Yeah.
No. Empty Belly did a couple of these videos he's done have really captured me, and one couple he did when he was riding around telling you this is where this happened and he was giving you like a history lesson around Norwich. That was absolutely superb. I love that. I love that sort of thing, and that will keep me watching the whole thing, and I might even watch it more than once.
It's interesting,
and that's the thing that's really, really good.
Yeah.
There's
Well, prime example is a gorilla biker. I mean, he talks quite a long video, and he does all sorts, you know, churches or where he's going or whatever.
Yeah,
and it's all good. It keeps you interested, you know.
Absolutely.
There's a couple of videos. I actually go back and watch their old stuff. You know, I usually go back and rewatch Baron von Grumble stuff because I just find his stuff. So,
no, I've never watched any of his stuff actually. Not,
it's brilliant.
Not 44 Teeth anyway.
No, 44 Teeth's okay, but it's not sold out. But they do journalism, motorcycle journalism quite well.
Yeah.
But some of his old stuff where he didn't do his face reveal, where he's just having a ride around London and really manking about it all and what annoys him and what gets right up his nose. And
that's good. Yeah, I could like that.
Good. You got to watch it. It's quite funny.
Yeah. I'll tell you one who does a bit of that too is Billy Four Rocks.
Yeah.
He's quite funny. And it's rides to work in London, you know, and what he sees and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, London's the ideal. Any major city is a great place because all you need to do is just ride around it, and you'd eventually something's going to crop up in front. That's right. Royal Jordanian, all these videos are just him filtering through traffic through London, and none's really any different except when he's lobbing stuff at his bush. But it's all the same. But it's the stuff that's going on around him, or the people getting too close to him, or you know he comes across something that's on his phone and he blips the throttle and he puts them off, or makes a girl scream as he's going under a bridge. They're the sort of videos that make them the Royal Jordanian. But there's no chat on it. But he's made an absolute success.
Yeah,
out of doing that. People just riding around London.
Yeah, we all got to move to London then.
Yeah, eventually. Sell out.
London keeps expanding. You'll all live in London, so I won't worry. Stay where you are.
I can't stand the place. I haven't been there for years, and I don't want to.
No, I live 50 miles away from it, and I avoided the place like the plague.
Right, there's too many restrictions, isn't there?
I was dragged up in London, and I don't want to go back. So no, keep me away.
I got my dream once. I used to say the old job we were in, and I had to go and find the Fulham and Chelsea Hospital. Where it was.
I know where it is. Yeah.
And we went off to the first one. My crewmate thought it was up on the embankment, so we drove all the way up there. And the patient we had on board was getting a little bit desperate, so the nurse said, "I'm getting a bit concerned. Can we get there ASAP, lads?" So I went all the way from the embankment down to where the Fulham and Chelsea is on blue lights, and these couple of lads met police on bikes. escorted us all the way through. It was absolutely brilliant. It's my best time of going through London, and it was like one of the things I'd love to have done. But that's the only time I've ever gone around London. If you lads probably don't know, I used to be a paramedic, and Simon was ambulance service as well. He was in a different county, but that was my. I think that's probably the last time I was actually in London, and that's a good 25, 30 years ago.
No, I know what you're saying about that, Howie, because we did an escort to guys, and we was told to get on the ERC when you got you passed junction 1 of the M1. So as you pass junction 1, the next junction is Staples Corner. And we got told to get on the ERC and we will be escorted to Guys. And we said, where's Guys? Don't know where it is, don't know what road it is on, and ain't got a clue. And they said, don't worry about it, you'll know the way.
Yeah.
So we're travelling at 80 plus mile an hour down the M1, get on the ERC, S-Dam, whatever. And they said, okay, we'll meet you at Staples Corner. And when we got there was 2 bikes, and we're like, how are these 2 bikes going to show us the way? Well, it was pretty obvious when you got to a junction because they were stopping all the other traffic except the way you needed to go. So you could maintain that speed,
ERC is the emergency radio channel which the ambulance service use, which means if I go to his county, I can talk to his control room and all over the place. Now, every Sunday, you probably remember this, Simon, every Sunday you used to have to test the ERC. So when you do radio checks for all your vehicles on your station, you used to go switch to ERC and use ERC, this is Oxam 703, checking ERC. And I had this one lass, and she was a young, I think, 17-year-old control assistant. So I said, this is Oxam, it's up 2.5 inches. And she said, can you repeat that again? She goes, yeah. I said, this is up 2.5 inches. She said, I'm sorry. She said, all I seem to be getting was 2.5 inches. And of course, everybody in the whole of the county is listening to this because they're doing their checks at the same time, if they're not on a job, sort of thing. And of course, the whole lot. I mean, the trouble I got in for that was absolutely. I got caught up before my chief. Everything.
Yeah. So you was in Oxford. I was in 2 shires. Yeah. Yeah. So we was boundary. We was boundary buddies.
Into me probably sometime up at the John Radcliffe. Then I should imagine.
Yeah, we probably did, and we probably met up. You guys used to love to come and encroach on Silverstone.
Yeah.
So I was up there quite a lot as well. So
I took a trip around Silverstone as well. That was another goal of my career, I suppose.
Yeah. I took a vehicle around Silverstone, and they said I shouldn't have. So
Anyway, back to motorbikes.
Yeah. Before me and Howie gets lost in past regression. So you understand where I'm coming from with my mental health stuff I've had previously. So it gets you. It does get you.
I got a bit of a medical scare this last month or so. That's probably why I haven't been doing any sort of vlogs or any bike riding at all. My BP's sky high at the moment, so I'm around 180 over 90 at the moment, and he's put me on all meds. I haven't seen the doctor yet. I've just been, telling them what it is, and they just trying different meds. Nothing seems to be cracking it. So
the last time I had a BP like that, I went to I changed doctors because I moved in with my new wife Tracy. We changed GP surgeries, and we was celebrating moving in together as you do.
Mm-hmm.
And when you change GP surgeries, they used to invite you in for a medical. They invited me in for a medical, and the doctors took my GP my BP, and he went, "Oh dear." I went, "What?" He said, "That's a bit high." I went, "Yeah, it would be." He said, "Why is that?" I said, "The 4 bottles of wine I had last night." He said, "What is it usually?" So I told him what it is usually, and he went, "What do you do for a living?" So I told him. He went, "Yeah, you're all right then." You obviously know.
Oh,
I think mine's probably roughly about the same.
yeah.
Yeah.
I've just
I just
basically
decided
put
not
it down
to
to modern lifestyle. Everything's push, pressure.
MT Tank thinks to think he's coming to a retirement home or something.
Yeah.
That's
Look, the problem with MT Tank is that he buys all his clothes from Mother Care, and he's a Mother Care, and he's a fully grown man. So he buys a small when he's a large. Unfortunately,
I noticed that with his vest.
Actually, I don't know how many people I can get on here. I wonder if MT Tank. Would you like to join us, MT Tank, and show us your vest?
Yes.
I think you should be able to get 6 on. I think the StreamYard.
I think it's 6 before I got to pay for it, and I ain't paying for it. His vest is an XXL, but his body is a quadruple XL. There you go.
Let's go over the
Well, you don't want to get any bigger. You want to be able to wear nothing. Be like the Hulk.
Nice one, Crumbler. Very true. He actually mentioned me in one of his videos about retirement homes. So
yeah, I think he
yeah.
did.
All right.
Yeah. So if he thinks I don't watch his videos, he's got nothing coming because I heard that, and he got my name wrong as well. I'm GT 1400. So yeah, I'll pull him up on that. I don't care. Here he is. Speaking of the man in the incredibly tiny vest is Brandon.
I was going to say, is that what we get?
It still looks like you sat in a sauna, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, probably. Is that what we get when we order you off Wish? Is it when we actually want Santa Claus? You turn up there. Wish Santa Claus. Yeah.
Hey, you're on the naughty list. You don't get nothing.
No.
No, I was just watching MT Belly's crash video.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, isn't it?
That's a strange one.
That is a really weird accident, MT Belly. I mean, I don't know how that happened. He was almost stationary. It's bizarre.
I think he started to turn and he touched the brake. That's what he did. He was straight on. He thought where he was going to go in that direction, and
it wasn't exceptionally wet, was it? I don't think. Was it?
It was on black ice. I'm sure it was. You know the way you go down like that.
Well, yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, that's what it was.
Glitch in the Matrix, as MT Belly's put it. Look at that. Yeah. It was bizarre. It was a bizarre accident. I mean, I've done advanced riding. I've analysed God knows how many things, and I can't explain that because it was so slow and so sudden. It was like someone ran up next to him and pushed him over. That's the only thing that would explain it. But
yeah. Did they do that? Just hadn't said anything.
You have got to remember, though, right? If you're doing a slow maneuver and your revs are low and you don't keep your revs high, you lose that balancing point anyway.
Yeah,
but you only lose that when you lose the engine. But you never lost the engine.
No.
Mm.
Well, it wasn't a particularly tight turn, was it? It was just like swinging into the car park or something, wasn't it?
It was.
MT's belly got in the way. Sorry. It's all a bit of friendly banter. Look at me, I can't talk. Simon,
Does Brandon love to take the piss? I've never noticed. I've never noticed. Does Brandon? I'm not sure.
That's all right, mate. I'm out drinking with Frriday tomorrow night, so I'm sure that's going to be fun.
I tried finding.
Yeah, that's going to be fun, and he's going to carry you home. I'm sure he will. I got money on that one. And Boo, I want pictures. I want pictures of him throwing up and falling over. That'd be excellent.
I tried finding Frriday on YouTube tonight. I couldn't find him.
I don't think he's got a channel.
Eh?
He's got a channel. He just doesn't have videos.
Yeah. Oh, has he got nothing on it?
No.
Oh.
No, he just about knows how to use a Nokia. He's not quite with the games. He's still using a typewriter, you know.
Oh, right.
Quill and ink.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to take Boo Rider up on his offer. Do a ride review of his 1000 RR. There you go.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
He's selling
and he
it.
can have the speeding tickets.
Yeah, he's selling his BMW, isn't he?
Is he?
Is he?
Yeah, I don't know if you knew that.
Why? Why would you want to get rid of that?
Oh, I don't know, mate. But I mean, if I told you what he's downgrading to, you probably wouldn't even believe me. So I'm gonna leave it at he's selling his BMW.
No, what's he downgrading to? We got to know now. We got to know.
Well,
Come on, Brandon.
So it's a step through.
No.
Yeah,
On the C90.
He's getting a gold wing.
He's getting a T-Max 300. You know, like a moped.
T-Max 300. You sure he could handle that?
Oh, I don't know, mate.
No way.
No, he's not.
No.
Cheers,
No, I
Boo.
would have thought so.
Nobody sell one of them. Well, there's nothing you could have. Apart from
You can have it any time. Fucking hell. Does it come with a receipt as well, does it?
What you started there? Hello, who's this? I have no idea what that is. Anybody got a clue?
No.
Jesus.
It's like
Russian.
doctors writing. Invite him on the show.
No, I don't think I will.
It's a Ukrainian saying they're being attacked right
I
now.
think it's a code
Ukrainian asking for
It's
help.
code
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
The Russians are coming. The Russians are coming.
Vodka stuff.
It's Russian block it. Yeah. Spam bot. Yeah. It stands for vodka. Oh, in that case, that's all right then. Bless them. Bless them. So, guys, what you got planned for the weekend? Come on. Tell me all.
Bacon sandwich.
Only one?
Probably a bacon sandwich, cup of tea. I'm not riding like I said, but not with this bloody blood
Nah.
pressure we got. I tell you, I ain't going to go out at all in that.
I ain't doing nothing. Just chilling.
Yeah, we'll chill tomorrow and go to work on Sunday.
Fair play.
Guys, empties a knob. Oh my god! Ouch!
I work 4 on 4 off, so my working week starts a day later each week.
Yeah, I don't.
I just got
That's
to highlight
fine,
this comment because, yeah.
Sunday.
I don't envy those rolling shifts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not too bad when you get used to it. You
No.
get a 4-day weekend.
That's not too bad, is it?
Yeah, but it might be in the middle of the week.
Well, I
It's
would
like
say there's less people
nice
about during the
days.
week than there isn't.
That's right, yeah. You do get more stuff done.
You know what we should go for, guys. Why you four are here? We should reach out to some like Tesco's or something like that. People who supply hair dye. You know. I can't. I haven't got any hair to dye.
Blonde.
But
I'm going blonde.
I'm just
that's
turning
all.
chrome.
have
Trying
you
to
got
match the
yours?
bike.
This is through wisdom and basically, survival. You get like this. You'll come to realise that, Brendan, one day when
With age comes wisdom, you see.
No, I can see that. I can see that bloody what's your name?
I'm the one who christened you, or one of the ones who christened you.
What, one of the fucking wise men?
Yeah, exactly. Wisdom.
Mate, also, I'm going to have to Google this name. Oh yeah, what's a fucking Professor Dumbledore? That's it. Fucking hell.
Professor Dumbledore.
Yeah. You need a bit of you need some youngsters in your life, don't you? Yeah.
Well, that depends.
I hope you've all got your little red buzzers on you in case you need your carers to walk in and help.
Round me neck, yeah.
I don't know. We might need our carers to walk in and help. Do you need someone to help you get out of that vest later?
Oh, I will do. Yeah.
There's nothing better than a
Yeah,
new
baby
bar
oil.
nurse giving you a bed bath.
Oh, I'd
nothing
love
better.
a bed bath.
It's got his perks, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm going to Exxon Motorcycle Live Show. No, that's in London. Fuck that.
Yes, on Sunday. I'm going down there on Sunday. And so are a couple of other vloggers. Andy GSA's going down there and a few others. So, yeah.
Oh,
And
sorry,
the reason you go down on a Sunday is because they sell everything cheap.
I was going to say, I think I got a bit carried away with uploading videos.
Well, you did 4 in a month, so wow.
Well, no. I mean, well I've done 4 in a week. And you only upload like once every month, don't you?
Yeah. I don't know. Shall we talk subscribers? I don't know.
You posted again.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I mean, in reality, I'm not that far behind since you probably had your channel for like 4 years. So if you look at the growth,
flyer now.
if you look at the
you
growth
got
time,
28, I think. Last time I looked, Brandon,
Yeah,
you're doing really
so-
well.
Mm.
Keep up the good work, mate.
mate, don't worry,
You know,
I'll be
27
on
by the
a
end of the night.
I'll be on 1,000 by the time you're on about 600.
You'll get the 1,000 by the time I'm on 600.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like,
650
Yeah.
already.
No. You'll get the 1,000 by the time I'm on 600. That is what you said, isn't it?
I
Yeah?
ain't gonna.
I'm
well,
on
I mean,
653 now. So,
wow. Okay, by the time you're on 700.
yeah, by the time I'm on 700. That'd be tomorrow afternoon, the way things are going. No, it won't.
Right,
I was talking
Rev.
about it earlier.
Sorry.
It's fucking embarrassing, actually, the amount I've gained in less than a week. It's embarrassing. That's why I've taught me. Yes, let's talk subscribers. Exeter was probably got the biggest amount of
Yeah.
subscribers in the room, totally. So, and I'll bow to you, sir. You brilliant.
Have a bet, guys. What do you mean, have a bet, Boo Rider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a bet on what? Let's put your bike up for the bet. You know, let's do pink slips on your BMW that never leaves the garage.
No, I've actually got video of it being ridden in January. So
Really?
yeah.
Oh mate, I'll treasure
on one of my
that.
videos. Watch it.
You know, I don't know what to say. Yeah, what I do.
Bike is a sunshine bike. It's not one for going out on ice. And
All right, mate. All right, Hagrid. Bloody hell. I don't need you backing him up as well.
No, I'll tell you what, I've got to be fair. That is not the sort of bike you go out on when it's icy, wet,
Simon.
shitty, and rainy. That is a bike for summer days. It's very nice. It's very warm. The tyres are going to warm up by the time you hit the first corner. Let's hit some bends. That's the sort of bike it is. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It is a RR racing bike. You know.
Yeah, and anything's better than a GTR that's twist and go.
It's got the power to go. That's the thing.
I know. But it's heavy, isn't it? Simon, how heavy is your bike?
320 kilos dry weight.
What? Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's not far off a Harley Bagger, is it?
No, it's not far off, no. But it's got about 100 horsepower more than the Harley Bagger.
Yeah.
I mean, the top speed was restricted to 196 mile an hour. So,
What, kilometers? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say miles per hour for now. But, yeah.
What do you mean for now?
And like I say, was restricted because, like the ZZR, how they restricted it was they put a second better set of butterflies in above the original set of butterflies. So your original set will open to that, but the second set would only open to 45 degrees. So what you do is you strip it down to the butterflies and you remove that set and then you put it all back together again. And then you've got an unrestricted motorcycle.
It's funny, right? Talking about unrestrictions. So I peer pressured someone the other day on his A2 to unrestrict his bike,
Mhm.
right? Anyway, he's coming back from Portsmouth. He's going around a roundabout and he crashes. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I've just told you to unrestrict your bike. So just saying, guys, if you're not too sure whether to unrestrict your bike or not, do it. You won't look back.
What the heck?
You'll end up in the ditch on the roundabout, but you'll be
on a
fine.
roundabout, you won't anyway.
Yeah.
But so, how many horsepower is your MT125 pushing?
154.
Is that all?
Yeah.
For all those Yamaha torques and tweaks and everything, 154.
Yeah. GTR 1400
I'm quite disappointed.
specs. Let's have a look at your specs, shall we? So you've got dimensions. I don't care about that. What
Make
year
sure
is
you
your
get the Gen
1400?
3 GTR, not the Gen 2.
Yeah, what year is it?
2015.
Oh, nice. Not bad. Yeah. I don't care about the high positioning, the wheelbase, the ground clearance, the seat height. Why do I want to know that? Oh, wow. What? Is it twist and go? Is it geared? Or is it geared, sorry?
It's geared.
It's geared.
It's not an auto, is it?
A 1.4 litre geared motorcycle. Yeah, you don't get 1.4 litre twist and goes. No.
Well, I don't know. I might have made an exception for you. No, I'm just looking. I was just looking at your Newton meters per of torque. Slightly impressed. 136 Newton meters. If anyone else was curious. So, what? A 2010 is 139 bhp.
Yeah.
I can't find the specs on a 2015.
The 2010 is a Gen 1 model, so that's before they upgraded it.
Oh, man, all I want to know is GTR 1400 bhp. Fuck me. How hard is that to find?
Kawasaki hide it.
Yeah, evidently.
It's a big secret. I mean, it's the original
153.
Mm-hmm.
It's 153. So we're the same.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got 400cc more than me.
Yep. And an extra 70 mile an hour. Because yours will only do 60, won't it? Okay.
Why was that so difficult to find?
Because Kawasaki don't want you to know about it because you own a Yamaha, so you're not interested.
Well, normally what happens, if you type in a bike and you type in specifications, it comes up instantly saying the specifications and dimensions. But if you type in GTR 1400 bhp 2015, fuck all comes up.
That's because Google gets confused between the GTR car and the GTR motorbike.
It's got very quiet in here, isn't it? Is your carers all coming?
Yeah, well, we're waiting for you to get the results.
I've already found the results.
And the results are
how much power it's actually got.
The results are Simon is quicker than me by like 20 mile an hour.
Paul, your bike is the little bike. Your other bike is better than 0 to 60 in 3 days. That's for sure.
0 to 60 in 3 days? Is that what you said?
That's what Mad Old Biker said. Fitness. But he's got a CBR as well, and he 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see it.
No, Paul Biker's got a Sinis Terrain 125, and he's not passed his full bike test yet, so he's waiting to get on his.
I have a question,
Decent
a
Honda.
generic question for you all.
Rev has no PHP. Boo Rider.
0 to 60 downhill with a gale force wind behind me takes 4 days. Actually, mate, it probably wouldn't take you any days. You'd probably fall off. Alexa, any good? I've seen, been looking.
Best to do all your falling off now, Paul, because when you get on the CPR, you won't want to fall off that.
Yeah.
No.
SMT, but yeah.
Bruce forces have.
Bless you all.
I don't think you can't say a bike is better than another bike unless you've ridden both, but then it comes down to personal opinion. So when people say, "Oh, do you recommend this bike?" Well, no, because I might recommend it, but you might find it shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It really annoys me, especially when people start talking about fucking cameras and fucking tires and brake pads and all that other bollocks.
I got to agree with you on that. I mean, I've ridden Andy GSA tractors, £24,000 BMW, and I hated it. I didn't say that on the video, but I actually hated riding it because of what it does. It's a lovely bike. It looks nice. It's an adventure style Rolls Royce, for all want of a better word. But while you're riding it, because of the electronic suspensions and all the things it does to you while you're riding, I can't feel what the road is doing. Whereas on my GTR, I can feel every little bump. I know where every little bump is. I know exactly how much traction I'm getting from the front and back wheel. When I do this in the corner, do that in the corner, I get feedback all the time. On that, I didn't get any feedback. Okay, I didn't rag it round the country lanes. I did get it very, very dirty and ride it through some very big muddy stuff. But it never gave me that feedback because the electronics were taking all that away.
Yeah, you need that feedback.
And I want that feedback. I want that feedback. I want to know when the front tire is saying, "Hey, I'm losing grip." I want to know when the rear tire says, "Hey, you're accelerating too hard. I'm now starting to slip." And you can feel that as an experienced rider. You can feel that going into a corner, coming out of a corner, when you're pushing it through whatever bends you're pushing it through. And that took it all away because the electronics are taking over and doing it for you. I mean, Andy said himself, he said you can brake really hard in the corner, the ABS and everything else takes over, and you can slow down really quick in the corner. Well, I don't want that. I want the bike to tell me you're pushing me too hard.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. And you remember that as a rider on that bike.
No, I've only been riding 6 years and I've worked that out.
Yeah.
You know, I want to get feedback from the bike.
Yeah.
To know when I'm getting to the limit, say either back off or I'm okay to carry on.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, I ride all year round. I do over 20,000 miles a year. And if I'm pushing my bike through the corners, I know when it's happy and when it isn't.
Yeah.
And when it isn't happy, that's the time you say, right, okay, I'll ease off a bit here because, you know, things are going to go wrong if I don't. But if the electronics are taking over, they take all that away from you, and you're just going to be open throttle happy all the time, and let the bike sort it out.
Yeah. And then when the bike can't sort it out, you wonder what's happened.
Yeah. When the bike can't sort it out, you're in a ditch, and you're going, well, what happened there? Well, you was too fast into the fucking corner.
That's right. Yeah.
I was going to ask.
Electronics are making you overconfident. Then go beyond your limitations.
Yeah, you're riding beyond your limit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of people
I've had several big bikes, and I started off on a 700. until I realised that wasn't powerful enough for me. And then I moved to 1000cc. And after I owned that 1000cc for a year, I was outriding the bike. I wanted it to do more. I wanted it to go more. I wanted to push it more through corners and that, and it wasn't doing it for me because it didn't have the power to do what I wanted. So I upgraded then to the GTR 1400, and I've got to say, whatever you say about its weight or anything else, when you ask that thing to do something, it does it in a corner, and it will always outride me. That's the way I feel after all my years of riding and advanced riding and everything else. That bike will always outride me, and I've had that for 3 years now, and I've pushed it. And I mean, I've really pushed. It's more pushing myself than the bike, and the bike will always say, "Well, you want to do it, I'll do it." And it's never let me down. And yeah, it's all about confidence, tires, temperature, grip. Brandon's put a picture of Howie up there now. Look at that. He's a fucker. He really is. Yeah, it's all about that and experience. And in 3 years, I have not outridden the GTR 1400. I can't. I really can't.
How many bikes have got 150 horsepower? How many people can ride them over their limit or push them to the limit? Not many, surely, on the road.
No. You've got to do it track wise. You've got to do it track wise. My bike's capable of 200 mile an hour.
I tell you what, guys, right? Just quickly, I just want to quickly interrupt. I basically, when I upload videos, I schedule them to upload on like certain times and certain dates. And I have a video coming out on Saturday, and the question you just asked there, when you watch that video, you'll be like, "Fucking hell, this guy's an idiot." So just keep that in mind about riding your bike to its limit.
Do you outride yours then, Brandon? Would you say?
Not the MT10, but when I had my 650, absolutely. It like Simon was saying, like you need the weather to outride anything, really.
Yeah.
I can't rag it in the ice, and when you have that much brake horsepower, you can't rag it anyway. But no, yeah, it's I mean, roll on summer. That's all I'm saying. Roll on summer, and we'll find out.
But you can have as much fun ragging a 600 these days, a modern one. I mean, they're capable of what, 130 plus, aren't they?
Yeah, about 130. Yeah, depends what 600 you get. If you know, here we go again. Like I had a Bandit 650. Top speed was about 142.
Yeah, it's not a slouch, is it?
No,
I mean,
but then if you get like a Honda,
140, would you?
No, well, absolutely not.
I've got a CBR 650, and that's 153.
There you go.
Yeah. Well, that's plenty fast enough, really.
Yeah. I mean, you look at the 2004 600 Hondas, 600 RRs. They're fastest. They're basically as fast as the liter bikes, you know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and on the twisty road, they would keep up with the liter bike.
Oh, 100%.
Quite easily.
100%.
Yeah. What, easier than riding the liter bike, I dare say.
Yeah, because they're lighter. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We go out.
Find the smaller bikes are quick around corners, whereas on the straight, the bigger bikes just power past them.
Yeah.
No, I did see a race somewhere along the line. There's sort of like 250, 500s and litre bikes.
Yeah.
And the litre bikes just blasted past everything. But the smaller bikes made up for it going around the corners.
The Isle of Man's a perfect example.
I remember seeing something on YouTube. They had a small, little tiny course. Must be in abroad somewhere. And they had like a moped against sort of like 600s. And the moped came in second. Because it was just so quick round the corners.
He didn't even need to shut off, I don't suppose.
Yeah.
Sorry. Crazy Dad biker. Lighter than Simon's tank.
You're riding an old Volvo.
Meet me on the twisties. We're using the old Volvo. There you go.
I like old Volvos. I've got one. You can carry all sorts in them.
You can.
Don't go on bends though.
No.
Yeah. But yeah, it's then a lot of it comes down to the rider, the experience, and how you ride.
Yeah. And you
I've
can-
known old sticks in the mud that don't move around in the seat that can't corner, and that's the reason why they don't corner, because there are sticks in the mud and they don't move around in the seat. Even I said to Redbon last week, I said on the GTR you can still move around in the seat like you used to on your old sports bike, but you don't stick your knee out. You just move half a cheek over and you do this and you drop the elbow and you open the throttle and she'll go.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lot of it's the rider as well. Put the same rider on the same bike in the same situations, you get a fairer example, I think. But empty tank. I should be a comedian. No, you should be on stage. Absolutely, yeah, sweeping it.
I'll tell you something quickly, right? So me and my dad's coming down to me. My sister's got like an engagement party. She's getting married in Greece, and obviously not a lot of people can fly out to Greece due to the price and that. So she's having an engagement party. I think just over 300 people are going to it. She spent $7.5 grand on it. Anyway,
are we all invited?
Wow, this is the thing. I've already wound her up about turning up my motorcycle gear and stuff, and turning up in like a mankini and everything.
There's 700 people who are going to watch this live stream. You've got to invite us all there. Yeah.
I just won't leak the address. So basically, she paid for this artist to come along and sing a song, like a love song or something like that he wrote. And it was like £1,100 or something like that. I was like, bloody hell, mate. So me and Boo Ryder have been joking all day about just send us at least $1 grand, because that's like a new exhaust system, and we'll be the Blue Brothers, and we'll sort it out. We'll sing a song. I'll get my ukulele out, and he'll be on harmonica, and we'll do it.
Why not?
Well, yeah, I mean,
keep it in the family.
Absolutely.
It'll be a day to remember.
Yeah. I'm sure it will.
Awesome.
I've been really naughty. I've been ordering loads of stuff, and the missus keeps going like, missus comes home at lunchtime, and I'm stuck at work. I'm like, oh no, my package is gonna get there, and she's gonna have to sign for it. Oh fuck, how am I gonna explain this one?
Questions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you get that for
into the garage without her knowing. So if you ever had to sneak a package past your missus and get it into the garage.
Yeah, the issue I have is my missus is very mechanically minded, and she rides motorcycles as well.
Well, that's no good.
Oh, it's terrible. It is terrible.
So you can't say, well, it's the same bike, love. I just changed the fairings on it.
No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Not like Boo Rider. But anyway, I was like, I'm umming and ahhing for ages. I need a Bluetooth system for sat nav and to listen to the music and talk to other people when I'm out on group rides. I kept umming and ahhing. Anyway, I spoke to her and I was like, right, I can't financially afford one at the moment, but I'm thinking about getting one anyway, regardless. And one thing led to another. She told me, no, don't get it. And then like 14 hours later, one magically turned up on my desk. So it's difficult to explain these things.
Oh, it is. You get yourself in the right hole quite easily with that.
Very quickly.
I did it with a bike once. I managed 6 months without anybody knowing.
Wow.
I used to drive my car around to the garage, get on the bike, and then go to work.
Oh yeah, that's a good one actually. Read what Boo Rider said. I can't talk too loud, but read what Boo Rider said. That's literally it. That's works every time. Sometimes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Crazy dad bike. I mean, I might look crazy in kid clothes, but I mean, I could take my top off if you want.
It won't
Well,
boost the
you actually
rating.
had the top on. I thought they were braces.
Sorry, mate, we're not all 60, are we? Bloody hell.
Couple of shoelaces over his
Oh,
shoulders.
yes.
That's what that is. Hey, I'll have you know, Brandon buys all his clothes from Mothercare. All right.
No, I bloody feel like it, I tell you that. My bike jacket is so tight on me, it's a joke.
Are they still going, Mothercare?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think they are.
Brandon's got his own branch. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
The only one that makes a profit, I presume.
I was surprised
Right,
you
Simon,
knew
chill
my
out.
missus told me she doesn't work at Woolworths anymore.
Shows how much you talk to her then, doesn't it?
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe you should try turning those hearing aids up. You might hear her. She's probably told you about 50
Baby
times.
gap. There you go.
Go off.
Please don't take your baby girl off. Fucking hell, who's laughing like that? Mate, you know
That'd
what
be
you
me,
sound
you know,
like?
funny.
You fucking sound like a fucking cassette stuck, you know, when they fucking make that stupid fucking noise. Like, fucking hell. Have you tried taking the cassette out and putting it back in?
What's a cassette?
You don't know what cassette is, Brandon. You're too young.
Oh, mate, I'm not that young, am I?
I don't know. Mate. What are you?
He's 47. Leave him alone.
You 47?
That's young.
You ain't 47.
Yeah, I'm 47.
Must be the clothes you wear.
You know, Paul?
Well, mate, the reason you don't look 47 is because of your fucking beard, mate. You're like a wish Santa, like I've already said. Like, just fucking,
I've gone a long way past 47, that's for sure.
wow.
Yeah.
No, I'm not 47. But
I'll tell you what, that work Crumbly's putting on that Yamaha of yours, that's fucking awesome, mate. And it sounds good.
what am I missing?
What?
What? Crumbly? Crumbly's got a Yamaha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What have you got?
XJR.
What, XJR6?
Mine's a 12, though.
Oh, 12.
Yeah.
I'm
It
getting
ain't
up
got
in
150 horsepower, though.
No.
They're heavy, though, ain't
Mine's
they?
got carburetors as well, so ain't got injected around.
But this is it. They're heavy. You're not going to have that. You've now more got the cosmetic feel than you've got anything else.
Yeah.
Which is nice. I mean, my first bike was so cosmetically pleasing. I was like, I don't want to get rid of it, and then I liked it because of the aesthetic feel. People like those type of bikes, you know.
It's like the old Z1s, you know, the style, the look.
Absolutely.
Is great.
Mm.
And they don't seem to date either, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to.
It's a lovely popping colour you got on that as well.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
good.
I think it originated from France, actually, that one.
Yeah.
It's Christian Saron colours or something. I think. Something like that. Is it
Brandon, stop. You're making me feel
There you
wild.
go.
Wow. Thanks, Charles.
There you go.
Point.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
Crumbly? What
Not,
BHP you got? Yeah.
I don't think it's over 100 actually. I don't know, but I don't think so.
What year is it?
It's one of the last. I think they stopped the 12s in 98 or something. So it's registered 2000, but it's a 98 model, I think.
Yeah, so it's 98 horsepower probably.
Something like that, yeah.
It is actually. It is 98 horsepower.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate.
Oh,
Bang
Yeah,
on.
you want
Bang
some?
on.
and Brandon,
Lucky
you're
guess.
You want to go? See,
Brandon
maybe young,
knows his
but I know
stuff.
his shit. Yeah.
Mm.
Mate, that was a really good guess. I'm not gonna lie.
Guess.
I just
Not
know
bad for a
that,
guess.
like I said at the start of the conversation, they don't have a lot of brake horsepower.
But she is heavy. So I think it's approaching 250 kilos or something. I don't know.
Some of the
No, I've only had to pick it up
yeah,
once. and it's pretty
232.
heavy. Eh?
Troy weight's 232 kilos.
Wow, that's a lot, isn't it?
Yeah.
Dry weight, yeah.
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 That's a bit. That's a heavy old boy.
The fuel. You're
Mhm.
probably looking around about 248.
Yeah,
Something like
thereabouts. Thereabouts. Yeah. I know.
And
it's a-
open a window when you run it up. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, don't breathe it fumes in.
Yeah. I must remember that.
You was stoned off your face when you was fucking finished that video.
These plumes of smoke. Well, it's all smoke anyway.
Yeah. Mm.
Usually I open the front doors and then there's a through draft, but I didn't today, so it's better to do that.
Mm.
Bless you. Well, we got about an hour and a half or hour and 40 odd minutes until the military biker does his big bike reveal tonight. So
Looking forward to
warming up.
I would say stay on, but I've got work, unfortunately.
Oh, you got to go. Bye.
Oh no, not yet. You would miss me too much. Without me,
absolutely.
this party would
Yeah,
be dead. Like I'm alive. I'm the one who keeps this party alive.
you are. You are. As not everybody can show up in a baby grower and make it look good. Yeah.
No, you're right. Just make sure that pacemaker don't
a
run out of
sleeveless
batteries.
baby grow at that.
Yeah. Serious baby grow. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Empty tank, the man in the serious baby grow.
I can't even think of anything to say back. I'm too tired. But I will get you. You know I'll get you.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
get you
I
good.
know you'll try. Yeah, yeah. You'll mention me on one of your videos again, and yeah,
Oh,
that'll
did you
be
watch
that.
that? I was like, Simon or whatever he is.
I tell you what, without this banter, we wouldn't be friends, would we?
No, probably not. Probably wouldn't talk actually, to be fair.
Actually, probably right. Bless you. God bless you.
No, Brandon, he isn't.
I gotta say, Brandon, I really like your videos. The way you get so irritated by everybody else on the road.
I just don't have patience for anyone.
You
Genuinely
haven't. You've got none whatsoever.
No, mate, you should see me. Well, once I've had my pre-workout and I'm going to the gym, oh mate, I'm not a menace to be messed with. Like, or if I'm hungry and I'm tired and I'm riding home from work, oh mate, everyone's in the wrong but myself.
Yeah.
You got to put up a few more of them videos. That'd be good. Yeah.
I don't like hesitation.
I'd fucking watch them again and again. I really would.
Hesitation for me is the biggest killer on the roads.
Yeah.
I think if you have the opportunity to pull out, you should pull out, not hesitate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it when people are waiting to come out of side roads. They'll very often, they're contemplating, but they always seem to wait until the last minute before they actually go, when you're sort of nearly on top of them, you know? If they went when you were a mile or so back down the road, it wouldn't have been a problem, you know?
I mean, you have to slow all the way down and use your fucking brake pads up because you've had to come to a sudden stop because they're too bloody fat and fucking stupid to pull out in the first place. Yeah.
Yeah, but what gets me is, especially on the island, half of them don't even put their foot down.
No,
They just sort of,
No, they don't. No.
Don't you know where the accelerator is?
And you know what it is? It's always fucking old people. Sorry, guys, but it is. It's either that or women. I'm just saying.
It's normally fuckheads on their mobile phones, is what it is.
Yeah, no, it is. You're right. It is.
Someone told me a couple of years ago that the average speed of an islander in a 60-mile-an-hour limit with no other traffic on the road is 38 miles an hour.
Shit, really?
Really? Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
That's slow.
Well, them fuckers
That
need
is
to lose
slow.
a wing mirror and fucking carry on. Yeah.
Right, I gotta go to
Yeah,
bed.
you get behind someone doing about 35, traffic coming the other way, you think, Christ, we can't go much slower. And then you find out, you look up further up the road, and he's catching someone else up, going even slower still.
Laters, Howie.
Take
See
care,
ya.
Howie. All the
Take
best,
care.
mate. You look
Catch
like
ya,
yourself,
House.
yeah?
Next Friday.
That's it. Howie's out of here.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, it's usually some fucking idiot that don't know how to drive, or they're on their mobile phone while they're driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're
Yeah.
so old, they're totally oblivious of what's going on around them.
Mm.
Absolutely. I can't argue with that.
Because I drive forklifts and other bits of plant inside the factory and what have you. And I saw someone coming up, hit the horn, flashing lights going, stopped, handbrake on. He still walked into the freaking forklift.
Did he have
No,
some
6
earphones
inches
in?
further over, he would have impaled himself on the forks.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, they're just totally oblivious.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what we've got to put up with.
They're saying when they're driving as well.
Yeah, they're the same when they're driving, some of them. Yeah.
Well, it's
I
either
spent,
that or they're just totally arrogant and they sort of think everybody should get out of the way. I don't know. Which it is,
That
really.
sounds very similar to myself, actually. Oh, mate, yeah. I can't believe I got hit in a fucking car park. Yeah. That's a good one.
You did.
Nice one, Dad.
Yeah. You put it on the fucking video. How do you mean
Yeah,
nice one, Dad?
I didn't need
We all
reminding
saw
of
it.
I don't watch my videos back once I've made them.
No damage though, was there?
No, it was just like I said, it was more the preload on the tire.
Mm.
Cracked her window though. Like I was like smacking the shit out of her window. She's got reverse sensors on the 69 plate or whatever the reg was, and just fucking just oblivious, just completely.
It
and
must
then
be bleeping at her, mustn't
well,
it?
this is it, right? And then when I told her that she's just hit my bike, she looked like a slapped ass, and I was like, "Why are you pissed off? You've hit me." How does that
I
make
was fucking
sense?
stationary, love. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
But, Boo Rider, make sure you get plenty of sleep for tomorrow. I don't want to be carrying you around in your or pushing you around in your wheelchair. I'll bring
I
the
think
baby
Blue
pram.
Rider's going to be carrying you around, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It happens all
Yeah.
the time.
Mm.
Yeah.
happens
does.
all the
On
time.
the island,
It
does.
it doesn't have to be on the Isle of Wight. It happens everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to expect it, really.
Yeah.
It's the safest way
You're
around.
always looking for him to
Even in
do
the
it.
car.
Huh?
You know,
Man, I wish I did.
A few years ago when I was doing nights, driving down a road, pitch black, no other traffic. Car comes up to a junction, pulls out in front of me. I didn't have any time to stop or brake.
Yeah.
The only option I had was to go round her.
Yeah.
And as I draw level with her, I saw her jump out of her skin. She literally left the seat.
So
as
she
I went past.
didn't even look then, did she?
No, couldn't have done.
No.
No, it's pitch black. Lights were on.
Yeah.
No,
I mean, if they can't see you in that situation, then
yeah.
they need a white
They shouldn't be
stick. Really.
driving.
What chance
They
you
should
got?
be on the road.
Jeez.
It's embarrassing, isn't it? It really is embarrassing.
Yeah. Oh, you tired, Brandon?
Oh,
We're
mate,
keeping
I'm
you up
dead.
late. Past your
Mate.
bedtime.
Way past my bedtime, mate.
Time to get in that sleep suit then.
It's My
He's
baby
half in it.
Yeah, I'm ruined, mate. I was at the gym lifting weights, falling asleep. Just
You're not
so
wrong, Boo
tiring.
Rider. I do attract them. I don't know how I do it, but I do. So.
Simon is a knob magnet. What is he trying to call you gay or something?
No, I've never known everybody. Every time you're out, Simon,
Yeah, every time you're out, Simon, there's loads of men with their knobs out.
It's the only way I can describe it is I do so many miles a week
Must be,
that
yeah,
the more
yeah.
miles you do, the more chance you got of meeting these fucking idiots on the road that do not know how to drive.
Sort of law of
And
averages, really.
yeah, it's law of averages. I did like this week. I've ridden alone up until Friday evening when I pulled the bike up at home about 670 miles. So that's Monday to Friday. So yeah.
Mm.
I've met plenty of these
every
fucking
week?
idiots on the road, but yeah.
Is that every week?
No, that's just this week. Usually it's about 400 miles. So yeah, I've done a couple hundred extra this week. So
Mm.
yeah, I've been traveling around doing my teachings and attending a couple of briefings. So yeah.
I think he's listening to the lullaby. You see the comment, crazy dad biker. Brandon was going like this.
That's right. I've got music on. I was
Lullaby,
fucking
miles away.
I've got. You guys know what my setup's like. I've got 3 monitors sat around me, so I've just got so many windows open. I'm just chilling, and listening to music.
He's got Pornhub on one, he's got us on one, and then he's got dwarf porn on the other. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm listening to
Listen to music on the road, Brandon. Do you usually listen to music when you're riding?
Wow, this is the issue, mate. When you listen to music when you ride, you either ride like a fucking idiot or you ride sensibly. A lot of people, you know, when you've had like a beer and you suddenly think you can touch, like you're invincible.
Yeah.
Music is exactly the same when you're on the road.
I've never listened to music before.
That song comes on that you really like. You either start singing
Nice
to
beat.
it, or you start riding like a fucking idiot,
Yeah.
or
the wrist twists around a bit more,
or you're more sensible, you know. But I do listen to music. I do, yeah, because I'm a knob. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I tried it a
I
couple of
find
times.
that
I really
there's
like it. You couldn't hear
a
anything
study
on
we
the
did.
outside of the helmet.
Yeah, there's a study we did about learning, and the if you listen to music, it opens up neural pathways that allow you to absorb knowledge. And if you listen to music while you're riding, whilst you're trying to ride to a certain grade, potentially in Rothborough or whatever it was, it can help you because you're actually learning and you're absorbing more stuff because this music's playing in the background while you're riding. And I actually listen to music all the time while I'm riding. I always have music on. Now, when I get to the other end, you ask me what I listen to, I probably couldn't tell you because I've actually switched over to actually absorbing everything that's going on around me rather than what the music is that's playing.
So you're not even hearing it, really?
No, you're not listening to it really. While you're going along on a straight bit of road at 70 mile an hour while everything's moving at 70 mile an hour and you're sitting in traffic, you listen to music. But when it comes down to the point where traffic starts to slow down, you start filtering, you switch off from the music and you start concentrating on what you're doing. But the music has already opened up the pathways into your brain that's letting you absorb everything, and it can be a plus. It can be a plus. And we did a study on that for learning for uni students, and they all listen to music while they're trying to learn something. And it works. Because if you asked every one of them students, they May Plus students, what they listened to while they was learning, they couldn't tell you. It was just on. It was music. It was background.
If somebody like, well, you know, Paul's going to take his test, whatever. So do you think it would help on a test to relax you if you had a bit of music faint in the background kind of thing while you were doing your test?
I'd say absolutely.
Wow.
Yeah.
It would never occurred to me, didn't it?
It's like if you could hear what Brandon's listening to now, he's listening to Right Said Bread. I'm too sexy for my shirt. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm too sexy for this.
To this for this
Baby
fucking
suit.
cool, mate. Fucking hell. Hello, my shirt.
Feel free to leave any time. I actually met a couple of members from your group today. One had the puncher repaired down at
Really?
Darren Spears, HBB Motorcycles. So
Where?
HBB Motorcycles in Dunstable.
Don't know what that is. Well, who are
No.
they? What are their names?
I ain't telling you. Secret.
What bikes do they have?
They had motorbike.
Oh, you're an idiot.
CBR and a Gixxer, and one was a female.
Do they have
Yeah.
sweatshirts on? Because they all wear sweatshirts, don't they?
Yeah, they
well,
one of the guys that actually recognised me when I pulled in. He said, "Oh, you're Steve, Steve GTR 1400." I went, "Simon." He went, "Yeah, that's it." And the other girl's got a Gixxer 600 with flame shooting out the back. She was there up the other weekend.
Oh well, it's not 600 then, is it? I thought you'd know your bike, Simon. It's a foul.
It'd have to
Come
be,
on,
wouldn't it? In the club, wouldn't it?
No, you can 600 and above.
Oh, can you? Oh,
Yeah, I changed it. Yeah.
Anyway, they were both happy to see me. So
Really? Wow. The only people to be happy.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh,
I
my
mentioned your name and they said, "What, that knob?"
Yeah, probably. It would not surprise me. No, yeah, I am known by having a massive knob. Yeah.
No, being a complete
being
knob.
a knob. Oh.
Yeah, being a complete knob was
Start
great.
suddenly
Yeah,
twisting
so
the
it's
word sign.
massive knob, complete knob. It's easily confused.
I was actually going to ask Simon. Now we're talking about the guys that I know, right?
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of them, but say one of them didn't have a motorcycle license, just for say's sake, right? Would you tell everyone in that club, or would you just choose how you rode, or would you ride with them?
depends on how long they've been riding, really.
They don't have a license, so in theory they're not insured, right?
Right. If they don't have a license and they're not insured and they want to come out and ride in a group with you and your friends, I would not want to tell everybody they haven't got a license and they're not insured. But at the same time, I would also tell people that if you're going to go out of a ride with this guy, be careful.
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
I'm not going to grass him up for not having a full license. But at the same time, I mean, it would depend on the person as well. If I'd seen the guy riding and he can ride,
Yeah.
but the problem becomes if something goes wrong and he's involved in an accident, he's not insured.
Mate, if he's involved in an accident, he hospitalizes you, for example, you're fucked. You ain't getting shit, mate.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So there's a dilemma there between being his friend, if you like, and letting everybody know that if this guy takes you out and puts you in hospital, he's not insured, so you're fucked. Yeah.
If somebody's in that situation, though, surely they're going to ride a hell of a lot more carefully than.
They don't.
No, you don't, because when you're out in groups, you tend to ride as fast as everyone else.
Yeah.
So you don't ride more carefully, and you've got less things to care about. You ain't got a license. You've got nothing to lose, have you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if you know if something happens, it's all going to come on you, whether it's your fault or not, because you shouldn't be on the road. So it could be somebody pulling out on you, and it's their fault. But you're going to suffer for it.
I mean, we did have an occasion where there was a guy in our group that was out of us, and it was rumoured he didn't have a full license. And I'll only say rumoured. And the way he rode was scary. It was sketchy. And, I mean, this was many, many years ago. So He used to come out for regular rides with us, was always there, was always eager, and he wanted to join us. And then someone said he hasn't got a full license. And the rumor went round the group, obviously, that he hasn't got a full license. And I decided to go up to him one day and I said, look, have you got a full license? And he said, why are you asking? I said, because you're riding near me. And if you take me out and you ain't got a full license, then you've got no insurance. And I'm going to sue the fucking shit off of you. I'm going to have you for every penny you got. And the guy stopped turning up. Which led me to believe that he didn't have a full license. Yeah. So,
if it's a close friend, it's a friend. If it's somebody you know, and
he wasn't a close friend of mine. He wasn't a close friend of mine.
Yeah.
He was just somebody that turned up in the group that I heard through rumors that he hadn't got a full license. And so I went up to him one day, just out of the blue, and I said, out of the blue, I just said to him, have you got a full license? Because if you haven't, that means you haven't got insurance. And if we go around the corner one day or something and you do something stupid and you take me off into a bush, I'm suing you for everything you've got. And he stopped turning up. So you take that any way you want, whether he did have or didn't have a full license at the time. I mean, I've seen pictures on Facebook and that he's out on his bike and everything else. So I'm assuming he has now, but at the time, did he? Didn't he? I don't know.
Brandon, the workshop Simon is.
Well, a lot of people used to do that. I mean, there was somebody round my way who was 80 years old, and he never even had a license, let alone a provisional. And he'd been driving for years, and he just happened to get picked up. 80 years old. Never had a license.
Yeah.
Crazy, isn't it? You just don't know. I mean, you know, you wouldn't know.
You don't know.
What bike was the guy? What bike was the guy riding? Sorry, Si.
Sorry.
What bike was the guy riding?
He was riding a Suzuki Gixxer 600 at the time, bright yellow. But
how did you know he didn't have a license, Simon? Did he?
It was just a rumor at the time amongst the bike group. It was just a rumor amongst the bike group that be careful around him. He ain't got a license, and it was only me. I was the only person that walked up to him and said, "Have you got a license?" Nobody else had questioned it because they don't. If you turn up on a whatever bike, people assume you've got a license. I mean, I'm an admin in the group. Brandon's an admin in the group, and if you get people turn up for your group ride, you don't go around running registration plates to see if they're insured and everything else, and you can't check if they got a license anyway. You don't do that. It's not what you do. No. And you assume everybody. And after that, when I started creating my own groups and going out on group rides, I started putting little posts on the bottom of invitations, which said something like, everybody's responsible for their own insurance and their own license. And why are you doing that? I said, because everybody is. And you got to know, that I can't check it. You can't check it just because I'm creating a group ride. And if I get 50 people turn up, I can't be responsible for 50 people to make sure they got insurance or road tax or MOT, or I can't be responsible for any of that. So it's up to the individual to make sure that they are, they've got it.
Yeah, I'm sorry. So who's that? You said you met some people from the club today.
Yeah.
What bikes were they? So the GSX-R?
GSX-R 600, a lady on it that was up there.
Yeah, it's a foul, but yeah, carry on. And what's the other bike?
CBR RR.
CBR double R, is it?
Yeah.
Do you know what colour it is? Black?
It wasn't all black. It was fuck me, I can't remember.
Oh, man, I'm picking your brain. I'm curious.
Yeah. But they were down at Darren Spears, and I think she had a puncher. That's why they came down there. So.
Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, so my
she was at the Super Sausage the time you turned up covered in shit. So.
Yeah. I know who it is. Yeah, I know who it is. Just keeping their name off the internet for a reason. But what I was going to say is, obviously you know that I'm doing this charity event. I was going to ask you, do you know how I could get a hold of any giveaways or anything to raffle off?
Give me a couple of weeks. I'll work on it. Yeah.
Oh well, you've got my contact. I'll send you my number on Facebook.
Yeah.
You ring us
Maybe
whenever,
Eclipse
mate.
Motorcycles will put something up.
Yeah, well, I think you did mention it. But I don't want to pester
Okay.
anyone. I'll tell you once. I won't pester you for it.
Hmm.
Not really a thing I like. I don't really like pestering people unless I'm winding them up.
Mm-hmm.
Like fucking Gandalf over here. With his fucking glasses looking up in the air. His fucking camera.
Leave Gandalf alone.
So where is it you're meeting for this charity?
This charity thing is that the new title? Is it this charity?
Well, I don't know. It's like
No.
a thing,
So we've
isn't it?
got a venue over in Pulborough, which is Surrey.
Oh, okay.
Horsham
Yeah.
area. Yeah, that's literally it. It's just a venue over there, massive. Kind of, it's more mud. It's not mud. It's like a cross between tarmacy and gravel.
Right.
Not slippery because I park my bike on there completely fine without having the warrior dropping it, and I'm so bloody. I'm a schizophrenic when it comes to like gravel and shit. Like I'm gonna drop my bike like MT, and and then we've got like a field out the back. We've got about an acre and a half that we can park on. It's going to be peak summer anyway.
Yeah. So
We've got about an acre and a half that we can park on, so we're going to get some pucks made up or something like that for bike stands.
Hmm.
And then we're going to have stalls going. We've got people doing like cake sales and stuff, which is going to be sick. Going to have live music. Like I said, our biggest thing is the wheelie machine because it's taken us so long to bloody persuade someone to come down and help us out. Really, we're going to have the fire department there because the fire department is so big. We wanted like St. John's there, but they charge. So we thought we'd just go for a fire department. They're big on mental health. Also, they're all first aid trained, so we don't have to get involved. And
so like everybody from everywhere is going to turn up at that venue then.
Absolutely,
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got marshals. We've got competitions going. We've got a competition furthest distance travel to the event, and you win like a little trophy with your net with everything engraved in it. And then we've got one sec. I've wrote this all down. My dad would like this because of his BMW. Back to his ego. So many messages on WhatsApp. Bear with me.
It's not easy when you're really popular, is it? It's bloody.
Mate, it's a fucking joke. I tell you that. It is a joke. There he is. Let's see what he wanted to do. CQC, don't need that. Health and safety. Oh yeah, okay. Best standard bike, best modified bike, best show and shine, and then a medal for the biker that rides the furthest distance.
It might come down to that. I don't know.
Anyone's welcome. There's literally.
Weather-wise, when was it over the weekend or something?
Yeah, so it's actually tomorrow night. No, it's it's August, I think.
Yeah,
August the 14th or 13th. We're trying to find someone who's good with Photoshop at the moment. I might just jump on Fiverr and get someone to make us something on Photoshop, and go from there. I just need someone who's good with graphics to create us a digital copy of a poster for this mental health event and something that we can easily spread and then potentially print out as well. We've got yeah, the charity that we're backing is just amazing as well.
So is there like a sort of like an entrance fee or something, a ticket?
Well, so this is it. So we said that the entrance will be just whatever you can afford,
Right.
one penny to a pound or whatever. You do whatever you want to do, and then there's going to be raffle tickets that you can buy, which I think we probably do like £1 per raffle ticket, because we've got like helmets and boots. We've got like 2 sets, maybe 3 or 4 sets of each.
Oh, so like if you went down and you say pay a £5 to get in, you get a raffle ticket as part of your paying to get in.
Yeah, precisely that. And if you want more raffle tickets, you can obviously buy more raffle tickets. And 100% of all donations are going straight to these people, and they're going to be on site as well because they're the specialists, so they can obviously share their awareness and what they're doing. Which is just phenomenal.
Yeah.
Hey, jump on the live stream, man. Come on. Sorry.
I'm waiting for Frriday to jump on. He's probably tucked up in bed right now.
Frriday will never jump on. You know he won't.
He ain't got the bollocks, has he? He ain't got the bottle.
Go on, Hells.
He ain't got
Come
the
on,
bottle,
El. Come on, man.
Mate, he'll fucking sit there. He'll start just like shaking and fucking. So, I don't really know what to do or talk about. Just really anxious and I've got really bad anxiety. And they'll just go.
Oh.
Yes.
Just like blowing.
Oh dear, that's not good, El. Come on, El, jump on the live stream. Tell us all about it. Come on, you got it.
Come on.
Frriday don't know how to Brandon. Is that like an action? I don't know how to Brandon. I don't know how to Brandon. Yeah, I'm off to go to Brandon. Anyone else wants to go to Brandon? Let us know.
Well, Hells, if you want some crazy English blokes to back you up, we'll do it.
Yeah, we're all here.
Is that Simon?
We send Brandon over in his extremely tight t-shirt to scare him. Yeah.
Is that Simon's laugh? Is it? Is he the one who sounds like this stuck cassette tape?
Yeah, that'd be the one. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Bless
you. Don't get this banter or humour anywhere else, do you? Really?
Anyway, shut up, all. Here he comes. It's the man himself, the one and only Hells.
On 3 wheels.
Yeah. What's up?
What's up, Hells?
It's a horrible, horrible day.
I'm guessing from what you put up already.
That.
Yeah, man. No, not good. Tell us about it.
Well, the saga just began. So, I just got my bike back December 23rd, and because I had oil issues, leaking oil, and so 300 miles it started doing it again, and the dealership that does all my stuff, they canceled my appointment, so I took it to the local dealership here. Didn't tell them anything. It said it's leaking oil because I didn't want any bias. I wanted let's just see what their master techs say.
Yep.
Oh, they opened the can of worms. Let's just say when they rebuilt the motor, they took a lot of shortcuts to save money.
Wow.
And it's just the start of it. The service manager here at the dealership's got to get in touch with their service manager, but I feel like I got a big battle on my hands because I got about 15,000 in this motor.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Jesus.
So I'm not in a good mood.
If you want to borrow him, we'll send Brandon over with his tight t-shirt to scare him. Yeah.
The thing
If you need Brandon, we'll send him.
Well, the thing that aggravates me is these guys advertise and they're all about being the best builders and all this stuff. And it seems like they got in more than they could chew, and they were trying to save money and put
Mhm.
band-aids on what a real problem is. So
Yeah, I mean the issue with cutting corners as well. You make the engine worse than it is. Like you start dropping valves and shit.
well, that's what
Jesus
started it.
Christ.
That's
Oh,
what
is
started.
it? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even have 2,000 miles on the motor, and the exhaust valve springs broke and dropped the valves.
What?
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What, this is after they've done their work?
Yeah, that was the
Before.
original build.
The original, yeah.
Oh, Christ.
And
Bloody
the motor's never been right since. I keep telling them that, and they don't want to listen.
So, well, Christ, you've got to have it done and charge them. Surely
Yeah.
you won't want to take it back there, would you?
Well, you give people a benefit of the doubt, right? You keep taking it back. Like, at one point where we were stationed at, we were driving 1,000 miles just to take it back to their dealership. So
They've totally fucked it up, haven't they? Totally.
yeah, that master tech, he didn't know anything of backstory, and just going through and showing, like, she's like, this isn't right because this is supposed to be like this. This part can't work with this. You have to use this O-ring to make it work, and just she didn't know where it came from or anything. She just looked at it, like, and finally I dropped the story on her, and she's like, "Oh," and yeah. So we're gonna find out. The two service managers from the different dealerships are going to have a little discussion.
Mhm.
And I got a feeling that I'm going to have to get a lawyer involved with this one.
Yeah. Sounds like it's got to go that way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What-
so it
what's it
sounds
say?
like it.
Which is sad because I'm not cheap, right, when it comes to this stuff. I
No.
make sure to do it the best way, best parts possible.
Well, you gave it to them in good faith. They do it properly.
Correct.
So
4 times.
4 times.
4 times.
That's
Yeah.
showing a lot of patience. That is, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
So they've had the bike for almost 7 months out of the past 12 months.
Jesus.
Ouch.
So
Wow.
Damn.
Sounds like someone's going to learn how to drop the soap, innit? Fucking hell. You get them done for fucking everything.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's not like one time I got pissed off. No, they've had plenty of times to fix it.
Yeah.
I've crossed my I's and dotted my T's with this battle.
So legally, they haven't got a leg to stand on. I mean, they're just going to cop it, aren't they?
We'll see.
Mm.
They better add.
Right now, I kind of feel like either they got 2 options: buy my engine,
Mm.
Mhm.
or buy. Well, yeah. The wife says they buy a whole fucking bike,
And buy a car.
Yeah.
Mm.
or
You got to walk away from this totally clean and
right,
with
Yeah.
all your money back.
Yeah.
I think
or
that's-
pay to have a proper build done. What I want, proper build done by somebody else.
Mm.
Yep.
What, and charge it to them, sort of thing. They got to pay it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's fair enough, isn't it? If they'll get them, should get that.
Yep. Yeah.
Hells, do you not know anyone over there who specializes in that sort of area?
Not in that. I know a lot of injury lawyers and other lawyers, but not when it comes to this stuff.
Mm.
Mm.
Wow.
But I guess it might not be uncommon, but to me, it seems a little bit uncommon. You don't hear a lot of stories like this coming out. So
No, I mean I've had engines rebuilt in the past I had a Yamaha engine rebuilt by someone who worked for BMW, and he did it ace in his garden shed. He did it, had no issues.
Right.
But yeah, I think it just depends who you go to, doesn't it? Really.
Well, they're all over YouTube and social media bragging about the shop and yada 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 yada.
Well, time to go get some petrol and a match. And
Spontaneous combustion.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Electrical
isn't it?
fires happen a lot. You know that?
They do. They are. You know, on a serious note, they are so common. One of my friends has a swimming pool, and next to it he has a shed. And in that shed, he has like the pump for his swimming pool, and he parks his bike in that same shed. Anyway, last month he put his bike away, went to bed, and then the bike, as it was so hot, it started melting the pump wires for the swimming pool, and everything went up in flames. Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, he only had a Z1000, mate. It's all right. It's nothing special. It's only a Kawasaki.
Yeah,
Could be worse.
I'm not trying
It could be a Yamaha rider. Could be worse. Come on.
It could be worse. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be an idiot.
Replacement of the pumps and the filters. Oh, they don't come cheap.
No.
Oh, so I got Gotham. This is a
Yeah,
phone
because
call
I've got
for
a
them.
swimming pool as well.
Cheers for that, El. Thank you for the update. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christ, that's
Thank
right.
you.
I thought TMF.
Damn.
Bloody hell. Jesus.
Cheers for dropping that bomb on ourselves. Yeah. Hell.
Yeah, I would not have that. If that happened to me, like I would have had it sorted out day one. That's bad. That is really fucking bad.
It's bounced back 4 times. That's bad. That is bad, isn't it? Jesus.
Yeah, it is.
Is that how long?
Yeah.
Is that how many times your IQ's bounce back?
What?
All right.
Oh.
Oh, mate, I really got to get to bed. I get a shower. I stink.
Yeah.
I smell.
We
like
wasn't
a
going to
glass
say
of
something,
arsehole.
but we decided not to. It's clouded your camera and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can tell.
I literally smell like a glass blower's arsehole, mate. Just,
I thought it was bad in my garage today, but Christ.
yeah. Mate, it doesn't look like you've ever left your garage, does it? Fucking hell.
Bless you, Brandon. So you're going then? Bye.
Mate, you got to be quick, you know? I'm just too quick for you guys. That's it.
Yeah, well, you are. You've got
He's
more
got to
brain
come
cells.
back.
If I was wearing a vest that tight, I'd be quicker than
Yeah. You're right.
Never
Anyway.
mind, your hair will grow back. Don't worry.
Oh, mate, my hair ain't growing back, mate. It's gone. It is gone. Blame my dad for that. He's got thin hair on the top, hasn't he? I've got thin hair. Fucking...
He's got more than you, so yeah.
You can
Yeah,
argue
he
that.
has. Let's face it, he has.
No, he hasn't. Definitely argue that.
I'll meet you both, right? I have to say he has. So
All right, mate. Who put 50 on you? Fucking hell. Oh, mate. I don't want to go, but I gotta go. You know one of those. You know.
you need to go, mate. You need to go.
Well, no, you're right. I do. But the issue I have is when I go, like, this conversation dies, doesn't it? Like, you guys will start dropping off one by
once
one.
you go, we'll talk about you. That's what it is. We can't talk about nothing less than Brandon in his tight top.
Well, I'm just saying.
It's the fixation of us old gentlemen. That's what we do. Yeah. We will talk about the young ball bloke with the tight top. I mean, we will.
It's not even tight. Look. But,
That's only because you ain't got it snapped up underneath. Come on, let's be fair.
Mate, my belly's too big to tuck it in. Like, I look like I don't know. I look like
Another
a
version of Village People.
Look, a $10 whore and a $5 corner.
That's it. You know those really fat people who get up and like go to pick their kids up from school and they're like, oh, he clearly don't fucking work. He's got stains all down his top. And when his belly is so fucking fat, he's fucking top.
That's what you look like. That's what you look like. That's what
I feel like right now. That's what I feel like right now.
Yeah, well, get them pizza stains off your front fucking top and go pick the kids up from school.
Yeah.
But
Brandon, It's been an absolute honour talking to you again.
Yeah, no, I know. It's always an honor.
We always have a bit of banter, don't we?
Yeah.
Hey, boy.
I think you've got to. I generally think you do.
Okay.
I think if you're sensible all the time, it's just boring. Who wants to be sensible all the time?
Yeah. I have had one complaint from one of my subscribers that says you swear too much.
Oh, I can't help that.
Well, you know what I'll say? What, fuck 'em.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I can't. I used to be a sous chef, mate. I was a sous chef for 4 years, and I just swore all the time, effing and blinding. So that's where I get it from, unfortunately. You should see me at work when I go into HR meetings and I start swearing. Yeah, not the smartest of moves, I'll tell you that.
As a union rep, I'll say that's not the best way to start a meeting, but
No.
Well, no, I'm in the exact same boat as you. I'm a union rep as well, aren't I? But yeah, as a union rep, what you do is you can swear a bit, then you can walk out of the meeting and then blame it on stress, and then you're done.
yeah, and then you're fucked. Yeah. But,
Well, no, I don't know.
What you want to do is you want to look at policy first, and you want to look at where you're going, and then you want to look at policy again, and you want to go say where I want to be, and then you look at policy again and go, this is where we're going to be. And then you go into that meeting, you say to the manager before the meeting starts, you go, this is where we're going to end up.
I don't do that.
And he says, no, we ain't. And then when you do it all, and he goes, oh, we end up where you said. And you said, yes, because I'm an experienced union rep and you're a manager.
Oh, I do the complete opposite. I sit there and I'll be like, yeah, this lady is allowed her GP appointment due to ACAS policy. And you know what ACAS is? It's just like a fucking book filled with fucking policies. I don't have a fucking
62 pages. Yeah.
I need to read up on it, really. That's what I do, yeah. But anyway, I'm going to shoot off, and I'm going to say, Crumbly, thank you very much for your support, by the way. I do read your comments, and I reply to everyone anyway, but I have noticed your support. So I'm just saying thank you.
No worries. I enjoy your vlogs, I do.
Oh, fuck off. No, thank you. I appreciate
it.
Who doesn't enjoy watching a man in a tight T-shirt? I mean, let's come on. Who doesn't enjoy it?
The issue is trying to find something unique to post, and I don't think I'll ever find this.
Like MT says, it's Rab C in his younger years. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever find anything unique to post, but I'll always try and change it up. Like I have a bit of a burnout video. On my next video that comes out tomorrow, by the way, I think like 2 o'clock-ish or maybe 4 in the afternoon. I'm doing burnouts. I'm speeding. I go to car meets. We're scaring the public with the pops and bangs. Yeah, it's a cool video, you know. I'm a kid. This is what we do.
You're a hooligan, is what you are, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. So stay tuned for that video.
Yeah. And you may never join my Rosper group with that.
I would never be allowed in.
Can you imagine it? He turns up at your Rosper rides. Christ.
I think within 20 minutes after doing those sort of things, you would ask me go home. Yeah.
Problem. Yeah.
And no, but seriously, if you ever want to join the Rosper group I'm in, let me know and I'll get you an invite, Brandon.
No, absolutely, mate. I'm currently in contact with this club. Actually, Simon, what I'll do, I'll drop you my phone number tomorrow when I go to work, and I'll chat with you on the phone.
Yeah.
Just because I don't want to
That would
drag
be a
this
very good
conversation on.
vlog, wouldn't it? For you to vlog your first Rosper ride. That would be a good one, that.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You know
I'll tell you what, really I'll tell you what, we can actually blog the scores he gets out of 100.
Yeah, that would be.
Not much to blog. Yeah, not much to blog when it's 0. Yeah.
Well, when you talk to Red Bomb about his first Rosper ride, he scored shit, and that guy's been riding for years. So yeah, and it's I can give you some pointers on how to improve that, but.
Well, the thing is with Rev, he's been riding for years. He's also been talking for years as well. That's all I'm saying on that. But yeah. Anyway, so I'll drop you my number, and I shall talk to you all tomorrow. or tomorrow. I shall talk to you all later.
Drop me your number, and I'll message you, and we can have a chat. Yeah,
I'll do it now before I go, otherwise I'll bloody forget.
all right, man. No worries.
Simon.
When you've been riding for years, you get into a lot of bad habits, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to get a little refresher every so often.
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing
No.
Just stick to the bad habits and hope for the
I've got to
best.
say, I've been doing Rosper for a few years now, and I'll go out on a ride, and they'll say, "You're doing this, you're doing that," and I'll go, "Fuck me, I never realised I was doing that," and I've been doing Rosper for years. Hi, Brandon. Hi.
Just saying bye to all my fans.
See you, Brandon.
Yeah. Bless him. I'll say, I've been doing this, I've been doing that for years. But I've also got the advantage of I do that many miles a week that if someone pulls me up one weekend and says, "You're doing this wrong," by the next weekend it's corrected, and I've corrected a couple of other things that I've noticed wrong. So, my average miles per week throughout the year is probably around 400 and something. This week I've done 600. So, I can correct my own mistakes by continuously doing them, whether it's mirror look or whatever.
Yeah, you're constantly analysing yourself.
Yeah, I'm doing it every day.
Yeah.
And if you ask me to, I used to work for the ambulance service, same as Howie. So one of the things they asked us to do during our test was do a commentary ride. And I started doing that a lot. And I'm doing it in my head. What I'm seeing, what I'm doing, and what I'm doing, what I'm seeing. And I'll be chatting away while I'm riding, and then I'll get back home and I'll upload the videos, and I'll start looking at it and going, "You missed this, you missed that, you missed this, you missed that." And it'll be road signs and things like that. And I'll start picking myself up on it. And you go on and on and on and on until the point I'm trying to make is you try to become so much of a perfectionist about it that you're really anal about it, and it's all like, "I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it, I've got to do it," and you drill it into yourself. And I do it without thinking now. That's the point I'm getting to. You start doing it without thinking, it becomes muscle memory, and you're doing it, and you don't realise you're doing it. It's when Red Bomb talks about their sevens, you're looking at the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and everything else. When he started talking about that, I thought, "Hang on, do I do that?" And I started looking at my own riding. I said, "Well, I just did that. I just did it.
Just
I'm not thinking about doing it. I'm doing it."
Yeah.
So it's so the advanced riding really helps you out in keeping yourself safer on the road. And
well, you don't do the sort of mileage that you're doing, Simon, without incident for however many years you've done it. Without
you don't. Which is why I upload loads of Bellin videos, because I meet these situations every day, and to me it's all like that happened, and I decided, right, let's go back over my footage, because like I said, I've always got my camera recording, and it's all like, well, let's start linking them together. And to be honest with you, I could come up with 20 or 30 Bellin videos every week, whether it's somebody on their phone, somebody moving on a roundabout when they shouldn't, or it's somebody encroaching on my lane when they should. Even if they notice me and they put their hand up and say sorry, okay, it happens. It happens so often.
It's one thing people putting their hand up saying sorry, and then just carry on as normal as if nothing's happened.
It's meaningless, isn't it?
It's meaningless. Yes, I don't mind if they put their hand up and say sorry, and then act on it to make sure they don't do it again.
Yeah.
Well, if someone puts their hands up and says sorry, to me, that is a signal that, oh, I'm really sorry. I never saw a motorbike. Next
Yeah.
time, I will look for that motorbike.
Yes.
Well, you'd like to think
That's what
so.
you hope.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
It's
hoping.
not always the case, though, is it?
No, it isn't always the case. And if it happens 2 or 3 times, they might think, oh, maybe I'll need to look for motorbikes. Maybe I'll need to glance over my shoulder, look for that little skinny vehicle in the outside lane. It happened this week, actually, on one of the roundabouts I was on. I was going around the roundabout, and the guy decided to change lanes during the roundabout. And I was there, so I sounded my horn. I looked at him, and sort of like, well, what are you going to do now, and what am I going to do? Because that's your immediate response to it is, am I braking now, or am I accelerating? Or it all depends on where you are and what the situation is.
Yeah.
And he moved over to his lane. He put his hand up. I looked at him and I put my hand up and say, well, that's fine. And I carried on. Now, is he going to, the next roundabout he meets, is he going to cut the roundabout at the same time? I don't know. I
No,
really don't know. But I'd like to think that he would look twice again because he's had one scare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We all
But,
make
yeah.
mistakes.
We all
have
make
to.
mistakes.
But,
I've made mistakes
you know,
as a motorcyclist. I've
hopefully
pulled out in
you'll
front
treat
of
it
when
as-
I thought I could go and I couldn't, and and there wasn't enough room, and I've had to open it up. And
yeah,
we all do it. We all
Yeah.
make mistakes, and we all make misjudgments in
Yeah.
timing.
provided
Yeah.
you treat it as a wake-up call, and you're more careful next time. You're more aware.
Absolutely.
Or look, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you can retain it, it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And hopefully that was the last incident. Hopefully that was a wake-up call for him, and the next time we will look that way before he moves.
Yeah.
I don't know whether he will or won't, but hopefully he will. Now, what I hate is the motorcyclists that get really angry and start banging mirrors and everything else, because all that does is that puts on a bad impression, if you like, on motorcyclists. That,
Yeah, that's right.
if
Yeah.
I cut one up or I get near one, he's going to remove my mirror. So
Yeah.
they're all fucking wankers. So
Then a hate situation develops, doesn't it? And
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
bikers are
Yes.
enemies, sort of thing, or enemy, or something like
Yeah.
I hate you for doing that, and I hate all bikers. Well, he put his hand up, say sorry. I'll put my hand up, say thank you. You saw me the last minute. I'd say me on whatever.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Mm.
And there was a program many years ago about actually putting your hand up, say sorry for something. It means a lot, and I agree with that. If someone actually acknowledges they fucked up,
acknowledging it. Yeah.
I fucked up. Sorry.
I mean, you don't know.
Okay, let it go.
But you've got to accept
There you go. Yeah.
what they do. So
Yeah.
no point in assuming anything else, is there really?
Yeah, but some people just put their hand up as an automatic reaction, saying, "Thank you for letting me out."
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what you get the impression of.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of times I've turned right across traffic and a car has stopped, and he hasn't needed to, but he stopped,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
a car, van, whatever, has stopped. I always make the point of putting, thank you.
I do when,
Yeah.
when people move over for you, they see you coming. And they
Yeah.
move out.
I always try and put my arm up. Yeah.
Put me
I mean,
on.
you're in 2 lines of traffic, and it's
Briefly,
constant traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's constant traffic, and the car in front of you has moved over a little bit, give you enough room to get past. He understands. I'll walk past. I'll go past. I will say thank you.
Yeah.
Providing I ain't trying to fucking slip the clutch or whatever, and in which case it's the leg out. But yeah,
Yeah.
no,
I find more often than not, people move out of the way. Actually. Even when you're going along behind them, they're not in traffic. Some of them will just
Pull over. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm quite happy sat behind you.
Exactly. Yeah.
and yet again, you want to give me the opportunity to overtake. Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
And next thing there's a
Well, yeah,
bit there.
you feel like you must then.
Yeah, you do.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah. Left arm goes out. You're like, thank you.
Mm,
It's just appreciation as well, isn't it? That they've
That's it,
noticed
yes.
you. Yeah. It's the
Just big
appreciation. You
appreciation.
noticed me behind you. You moved over. You give me a little bit of room. I've gone past. Yeah, cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
You know I'm not gonna contribute to the traffic you're approaching. Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, I
right,
traffic during I travel during peak times, and you get traffic jams, and it's slowed down on the motorway, and etc. 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 And I have to say, 98% of the drivers I reach will move out of the way, and they will give me the room to get past. And I try to thank every single one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
same
those I can't because I'm balancing the clutch and everything else.
yeah,
I'll try and stick a leg out or something. As that.
leg out
Cheers,
or
buddy. Yeah,
exaggerated nod.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know, my neck fucking aches by sometimes when I get work. But yeah, I agree with you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I think
But,
I was getting
it
way
is-
to be,
it
you
is
know,
all very
I'll go
much
the opposite
appreciated.
direction. I'll give them a nod, and next thing you know, their hands up.
Yeah.
Just mutual
When's-
appreciation.
When's Stevie's big reveal on then? What time's that coming on?
1 a.m.
All right.
48 minutes.
Well,
48 minutes.
not so bad.
48 minutes.
Must be
I'm
bloody mad.
going to be asleep or dead before then because, as you know, my wife has got COVID, so I'm backwards and forwards every 5 fucking minutes for her at the minute.
Yeah.
Oh no! That Matt, you'll probably be down with it next then.
I won't.
I don't know. When I had it, it didn't. Well, I don't think it's as strong now as it was, but I was only really rough for a couple of days, and then it sort of picked up a bit after that.
Well, my wife is triple jabbed, but she also has immunity disease with blood,
right,
which
okay,
she doesn't fight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and she's got asthma.
I
So-
think it really affects badly nowadays is if you've got some other underlying
yeah,
problems.
exactly. Yeah, I think so.
Which
Most
which
of us,
she's
it'll
got.
just be
so-
sort of like a cold for a couple of days.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a heavy
But-
cold. For a couple of days you feel rough, and that's about it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife has got asthma, and she's got an underlying health conditions as well.
Mm.
And yesterday I'm in an RM with should I call to get help, but she was all right. And tonight she's had me backwards and forwards to get her drinks and things, and she's moved into the spare room. God
Yeah,
bless
right.
her.
Yeah.
And you know, she's sort of like the case of, well, you know, I've got it. I will lock myself away and try and keep you safe. So,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, but she needs seeing to. I mean, she's got to have her drinks and that brought in and stuff like that. You know.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Yeah.
I cooked dinner tonight, and I left it at her door and knocked on the door and said, "I'm going."
Yeah, my other half.
She ate well tonight. She ate steak, chips, and mushrooms. So
Oh, nice.
she ate well.
All right.
But,
No, I know my
she
other
didn't-
half.
she didn't eat all her steak. I should chastise her for that.
No, my other half at work, she knows someone whose whole family went down with it. He never got it, but a week later he got it after they all recovered.
Right.
Yeah.
So there
Can
could
happen.
be, up to a week's delay.
Yeah, so he could have picked it up and just carried it for a week.
Just carried it for a week before it started affecting him.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah, it's just-
But then again, you can get it off a door handle.
Yeah,
You open the door, touch your face.
that's it. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
could do. I mean, I
The eye or
was
something.
on my way to a briefing on Thursday. I was on the motorway. I took a lateral flow test that morning, and I was clear. And I was on the motorway to a briefing in London with 150 other reps, and I get a phone call from her on the motorway. I've just tested positive. So,
Oh,
Oh.
So, and in my position, I meet lots of people and do everything, so I'm lateral flowing. I've actually lateral flowed every day now for about 3 weeks because of close contact reports, or I've got to go to here or there. So
yeah, my daughter has to do a test every day before she goes to work. The youngest, yeah, because she works with, what should we say, disabled people in different ways.
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Yeah.
You know.
Mm.
But, yeah, it's a bugger.
Mm.
Oh, people are still dying with it. Then they are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they are. It's not as reported as it was, but people are still dying. And whatever they die of, if they tested positive within the last 28 days, it's down as a COVID death.
Down as COVID. Yeah, they could be shot dead and
just happened to have COVID, and that's what's killed them.
Yeah, well, it happened in New Zealand.
That goes down as the cause of death. Yeah, it
a month or so
does.
ago, I did hear a report as some criminal tested positive. He made an escape and was shot dead, but was put down his death as COVID.
Mm-hmm.
COVID and a touch of lead poisoning. Which contributed to his demise.
Got to run away for 2 seconds. I'll be back with you guys. Keep talking.
All right.
Yeah. No, it's a process. Even in this country, I've heard of stories. Someone beginning of the month tested positive, made a full recovery, back to work, fell off a ladder, dead, put down as COVID. It's unbelievable.
Oh dear, it's a crazy thing, that is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
I did hear a report, someone on YouTube. They actually got the figures that there's about 9,500 deaths up to the end of last year died from COVID without any underlying conditions.
Oh, it was really
bad.
bad.
That was just pure COVID. But if you've got a heart, lung condition, heart condition, or anything like that,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. That's where the other 140, 150,000 come from.
Yeah. Well, care homes and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, when it got.
That's right. Yeah, the elderly.
Devastating.
Yeah.
But viruses it's a bloody difficult thing to stop getting in anywhere.
It is.
Really, when you think about it.
But we are coming to the end of it. If you look back in history, most pandemics last sort of like 2 to 3 years.
They get weaker as they go on, don't they? I think
they do. Yeah. Yeah. They tend to. Yeah. This was the Omicron, which was pretty bad. That was a bit more serious than the original one. But then you got the Omicron.
No, Exeter. Sorry.
Which is Exeter, which is a lot weaker. And if you're fit and healthy, then it's no worse than a cold for a couple of days.
Yeah.
It's only if you've got any underlying conditions that it can be a bit more serious.
Yeah. I caught something on air, I think it was earlier on today, about Lassa fever breaking out. What's that? Is that a new one?
No idea what that is.
No, I've not heard of that.
I'll have to look into that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to know, but still.
I don't want to know what it is. It sounds nasty.
I just want to get back to normality.
Fuck me, we just got over COVID. Can we not have a Lassa fever? Jasminka, are you watching? Say hello. Sorry, I just got to talk to this young lady that works in my office. Says she watches. She catches up. She works nights, so she catches up on my live stream when she's on break. So hopefully she's watching. If you are, hello.
Don't work too hard. Keep
Fucking, she better not work too hard. She's a union member. If you're working too hard, you ain't a union member, are you?
No, normally going around finding out if anyone's got any problems.
Yeah. No, that's my job.
All right.
Do you go to tribunals as well, then, Simon?
Yeah.
People sort of represent them, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll do everything. I'm actually I've got a few titles. One is a ULR, which is a union learning rep, which I arrange learning for all members and union reps. The other title is I'm the a section secretary, so I look after the section. And the other title is I'm the assistant branch secretary, so for the branch, I substitute for the branch secretary when he's unavailable to do his duties because he's on holiday or whatever. So it's about 2,500 members. So yeah.
Wow. Is that like a full-time job then, doing that? The union stuff?
Yes and no.
Or do you do it alongside?
I'm actually how am I going to put this so right? I look good and look for all of my roles. I actually you get a certain amount of release for every role you do, and release is released from duty to do that role. And for all of my roles, I get full-time release. And in that full-time release, I have to do this, that, and the other. And, you know, we attend meetings and sectional meetings. I obviously run, so I will arrange the meetings, attend the meetings, take minutes on the meetings, bring up anything of interest or of what everybody needs to know. So I will do that. And I attend the central committee meetings, which is where I report everything from my sectional meetings. And it's...
Crikey, you got to be on top of everything then, of what's going on.
Yep.
All the time.
Pretty much.
You've got to be pretty well switched on. You know.
I'll tell you what, the worst time in my whole union career has got to be when COVID-19 started.
Yeah.
Because I had my head in every bit of news that was going, every report that was going.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
I had, and we got Royal Mail policy, we got CW policy, we got all these policies rolling up. And when the members ask you, what do I do in this? I've got to know the answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've got to be up to date. And don't forget, when this all started, everything changed 12 hours at a time.
Yeah.
So I had to be there with the right answer at the right time for when I was asked the question. And I'm not the only union representative that was like that. We were all like that. And I burnt out at one stage. I really did burn out because I had my head in everything. I had everything going, and I did burn out, and I did take a little bit of time off because I just said I can't do it anymore. And I got pulled back in, and obviously I came back, and yeah, it's hard. Sometimes it can be really hard, and it's even the slightest change in any employment policy, industry, whatever.
You got to
be on top of.
Yeah.
And then you take on board something like a pandemic. It's hard work. It really is hard work.
Yeah.
But yeah, we did it.
Did you get called up by people, when that started then, that they didn't have the right protective equipment and all that sort of stuff?
Yep.
Yeah, yep. I'm sorry. That was a busy old time, I should think.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I can't blame the employer, and the employer is Royal Mail. I can't blame them.
No.
because at the time when everybody needed face masks, everybody needed gloves, everybody needed hand sanitizer, and you had to do this, you had to do that, and blah 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 blah, and you could not get hold of the stuff.
No. Well, even hospitals.
And if you go back 2 years, try and get hold of a face mask, you couldn't.
No.
You couldn't. And it was really hard to say, my employees need this, but you can't get it. So what do I do? And that's when the whole negotiation stage starts, and you start what's best for. I always fight for what is best for my members.
Yeah.
And what you need to do, and you got these two things working, and you got to try and meet in the middle. And you know, we got some fantastic reps in our branch. So it's got to be said, we got some fantastic reps in our branch, and we got through it, and we did it, and we got some fantastic support from some really brilliant managers at the time, and we worked our way through it. And it was hard work. It was hard work, but we all got there, and we all achieved our goal at the end. So that was the main thing, and the main thing was safety of our employees. So
yeah.
Because back then it was virtually unknown, wasn't it? They didn't know anything about COVID.
No.
Everything was unknown. We'd never been through a pandemic in this country for over 100 years.
Yeah,
and that's what you got to look at when it started. We've never been through anything like this in 100 years. We'd had SARS, we'd had this, we'd had that, and but it was always dealt with because it involved this, it involved that. This was something that was completely
unique. Nothing as hard
unique.
as this one did it? I mean,
Yeah.
You know, it affected the whole country, really, didn't it? All in one.
Oh, it did. Yes.
You know,
It's because it infected you, me, and everybody. It was indiscriminate. So, I mean, every other infection we've had before, bird flu, blah 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 blah, was nowhere near anything what this is.
Well, they never had to shut shops and cross and everything. For as
We hadn't been in lockdown for over 100 years.
No.
Since Spanish flu, I think it was.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But we didn't learn lessons from that one either because we opened too early. But that's another story. So.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of things that could have been better, but weren't. So.
Yeah.
But that's in the past.
But anyway, look, we're all here now. We're all here talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
1918 to 1920. Well, about the same length of time then before it sort of got reasonable again then.
And that'll be the I'm not going to go into the things of herd immunity or anything else. I'm not going to go into that.
No,
and we're not going to go into the fact that Boris is a wanker. We're not going to go into that.
Let's not.
Oh, that's being polite, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's a show all on its own, isn't it?
Definitely.
Oh, good time, Charlie.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me.
Oh.
How many times have you said, I'm not sure if I was at a party or not, I'll have to wait for the report? I know it. If I can't fucking remember it, I know I was at a party.
He thinks the whole country came in on a banana boat or something, doesn't he? I mean,
he's a fucking knob, isn't he? I'm not conservative. I'm not conservative. I'll put my hands up now. I'm not. But
no.
But let's face it, that guy's a prick, isn't he?
Well, I think even some of his own think that.
Oh, yes.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
They've fucking given them names and all. The fucking whatever Tea Party is and the fucking Scone Brigade and on the regions of fucking areas that are going against him.
Well, he was only brought in to get Brexit done.
That's the only reason he
it.
got fucking voted in, weren't it? Let's face
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he said he'd get Brexit done, and he knew the majority of the country wanted fucking Brexit done. So.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason.
He was a blithering fucking idiot when he was the mayor of London. He's a blithering fucking idiot as prime minister. So. I ain't gonna hold my fucking breath on that one. The only fucking good thing that can't ever did, because I can't say cunt, he's got to be a cunt. The only good thing he ever done when he was mayor of fucking London, he said motorcyclists can use the fucking bus lane, and that's all I'll give him.
Yeah,
that's probably the one sensible thing he's done in life. Then, really,
that is the only sensible thing he's done in life. And that other fucking new mayor, Khan, started trying to take it away, hasn't he?
Has
He'll
he?
be the next one, won't he? He'll be the next
I'll tell you what, I was riding in London Thursday, and before I ever enter a bus lane, I want to make sure it says fucking motorcycles, and the majority of them don't now.
Don't
they? So that fucking Khan took that away, so he can fuck off and all the miserable bastard.
Ain't none of them's any good, is there, really?
They're all a bunch of fucking wankers, let's face it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I'm getting real now. I do apologize.
Yeah, we all get wound up. What about Boris? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Get wound up about.
I mean, this is the man that told us at the beginning of the pandemic to stay at home unless you've got to go to work, then go to work, but stay at home.
Can't visit.
Who was not confused by that fucking first press conference he gave 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, well, do I go work or do I stay at fucking home, Boris? You make your mind up. You know.
Yeah.
What are you shutting? What aren't you shutting?
Yeah.
Let's get fucking real. You're talking like a cunt. Yeah, come on. Sorry. Yeah, I'm getting on my soapbox again.
Yeah. Well, it gets you like that. It does. It gets you like that.
Entertainment for some people.
He'll be surprised.
Get a few people that disagree.
Yeah, they got their supporters. They have.
Yeah, that's a troll.
Yeah.
What, empty belly's a troll?
Wow.
He's just put loads up.
Right. They're only in it for the cash. They get their noses in the
trough.
trough.
Yeah.
It's a gravy train for them, isn't it? They get their noses in the trough. They come out with these nice pensions, you know.
Well,
I'll tell you, if you get to that level in politics, you've got it made, haven't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
and then you think the fucking world owes you a living.
What else?
What's his pension when he comes out as a prime minister after doing 5 years' work? If he's done any work, that is. Probably under.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. It's in the millions, but I don't want to know.
Yeah, he's on 170,000 a year, isn't he? Or something like that. It's incredible.
Mm.
And you got nurses that literally save people's lives in that, and they
they're
struggle
on the
to get
breadline.
1%, you know?
Yeah.
That's the sickening thing about it.
That's right, yeah.
The MPs can vote for their 10% rise, and everybody else has to put up with 1 or 2%. It's just wrong.
Yeah, it is.
You know.
In fact, many people now are working beyond retirement age.
Absolutely.
Just to earn a living. They are. And I know they are because my parents are.
Yeah.
Mm.
And not too long, people will have to do to their 70. How are you going to get on a building site at 70 years old?
Yeah.
God only knows, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to fucking live behind
them. People who make these decisions, all they do is sit behind the desk.
Absolutely.
They don't do any physical work at all.
No, they haven't got a clue.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No.
Right. Not because they've been working all year physically and their bodies are about to give up.
Yeah. Well, I think the hope is that they'll just work themselves to death and they won't claim a pension sort of thing or something like that.
Well, I think that's what they're hoping, yeah.
Yeah. That's the cold, hard facts of it, I think.
Because if we stayed in the EU was actually demanding that we doubled the state pension.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
the number of pensioners, that would have cost them a fortune.
Yeah.
That's why we're out to you.
You know,
Yeah.
that's you know.
I
Let's go
actually didn't know that.
state
I didn't
pension
know that.
is about £8,000-9,000.
Yeah.
The next European country is about 13,000-14,000 a year.
Is it really? I didn't
Yeah.
know. Wow.
The highest one is about 19.
Jesus. Huh. Well,
That's a state pension.
yeah.
And then if you've got a personal pension on top of that,
How
Yep.
can they say this country's the 5th richest country in the world when they're doing things like that to people? I mean, it's just, you know, beggars,
know.
really. I don't get it.
Empty belly. Your grandkids have got to go up to bed already. So come on, join us. Come on, MC.
Yeah, come on, MT.
well, all the 90% of the wealth is in 1% of the population.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. I think there's probably
You
more.
know, the rich get richer, the poor get poorer.
What the hell fucking is what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
God. Is he coming on then? Is he?
I don't know. I hope so. MT, come on. MT belly. Anyway, do you guys want to bring anything up? Come on.
Well, I've done a bit of
We've got to change the
soapboxing.
subject, haven't we?
Yeah, I think so.
Like a
It's
bike or something else.
it's too depressing, really, isn't it?
It is.
I can't
Yeah.
keep talking about
Otherwise,
politics.
we're
'cause it's
all
gonna
three of us
piss me
going
off.
down our soapboxes.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I had to stop watching the news and things. I can't stand them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's just
Well, it's so biased. They're
I
only,
live in my own world now in YouTube and Netflix.
well, I found with the news, they're only telling what the government told them to say.
Yeah.
You know, you want to look at some of the YouTube news channels, Alex Belfield, Jeff Taylor.
Yeah.
You know,
To get the truth.
to get the truth, yeah. They tried to bring them down, saying it was all a bunch of lies, but they had the proof there. They said, well, you can't. I'm telling the truth. There it is. There's the proof. So I've given up watching the news. I just watch a couple of YouTube news channels, independent reporters, and they're digging down and getting the truth out of it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all well, corrupt, I think, really, is the word. Still.
Well, the whole world's corrupt, and it's not getting any better.
No,
you're right.
no. Christ. We've got to find something else to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I just said, and we went straight back to the same old subject.
Let's talk about your Yamaha crumbly. Come on.
What? It's
What are you
bog
doing
standard, really.
What are you doing?
What am I what?
What are you doing to it? Come on.
What have I done to it? Nothing much, apart from I've updated the front disc calipers. I put FZ 1000 ones on the 4-potters rather than the 2-pots, and I put hell braided lines on. That's about it, really. I haven't done much else to it.
Because it sounded fucking awesome while it was running, while turning your eyes blue. It sounded pretty good.
Yeah, well, it's standard exhausts. Silencers are standard, you know. It's funny. I had it MOT'd this last year, and it went straight through. The year before, they picked it up that had the light lens in the front was like, because it's a French bike, really.
Yeah.
Was the beam was going the wrong way, and they put a bit of tape on it, you know.
Yeah.
But this year it didn't happen, and I haven't changed the lens.
Well,
strange, isn't it? I thought they were supposed to be tightening up on MOTs actually, because they have to do a lot of aren't they monitored or something that they actually do this...
Yeah, they are monitored. Yeah, there are minimum and maximum times.
Yeah, and what they check and all that, and is Because it's all in it, all sort of like somehow digitalized what the guy is actually doing to
Oh yes.
looking or
Yes.
something.
Well, some of it is not all of it, but
Isn't it?
yeah, some of it. Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. I don't know at what point a bike or a car doesn't have to have an MOT, but when it becomes a classic, it doesn't, does it?
No,
Which I
think
don't
they
understand.
changed the law. I can't remember the age. It's got to be over a certain age.
Yeah,
It doesn't have to have an MOT.
I know it's something like 30 years or 32 years for tax, isn't it? You don't have to tax it.
I don't know.
And then whether that's the same for MOT, I don't know, really. I mean,
I suppose what they're looking at is, it's a classic bike. You're not going to be riding it that much, and you're going to be looking after it.
yeah,
It's not going to be. You're not going to let it sort of fall apart or anything like that, or held up with together with baling string.
no, I suppose not really.
No, it's going to be spot on because you want it to be spot on.
Yeah.
But what age it becomes a classic bike, I can't remember. Don't know.
When the Magna I've got that I'm building, that's an 83. I don't know if that'll come into it or not, really.
No, well, you just have to look into it.
Yeah. I've got a reg number.
Maybe
I had the frame all blasted and I had to have a bit of welding done on it.
Yeah.
And powder coated. And what did I do? You know, on the headstock, you've got a plate on there with all the details.
Yeah.
I left that on there and they blasted it off.
Oh,
So I ain't got it now. Shit.
Oh man.
I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about that. I've got the engine number off the original motor, but
yeah, where's the safe frame number? I don't know.
because they used to stamp it on the frame, didn't they?
They used to, yeah. So you could blast it and paint over it and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll still be there. Yeah. Now everything's just labels, isn't it? They just print off a load of labels and stick them on.
Yeah, it was just like two little rivets on there that was holding it on. I should have took it off really, but I didn't.
Yeah.
Fuck me. So that could cause me problems later this year.
That could do, yeah.
But still, we'll see.
Oh
well.
I'm actually looking at how many more minutes we got until
yeah.
Oh, 15, is it?
Not long till the reveal.
I hope he does it straight away because I don't know if I can stay awake for an hour or two more.
I'll tell you what, I'm fisters apart. I don't know.
You do sound like you're a bit sort of on the way.
Yeah.
I am well on the way. It's about this time of night I normally say good night and what you're all doing, and yeah, I'll see you later.
Yeah, don't look like having a lot of fun there, Simon, really.
I'm struggling, but I'm still having fun. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what, I got the wife upstairs that keeps calling me every fucking 5 minutes for this and that and the other, and I have to leave it at the door, and she fucking opens the door and takes it in, but
yeah,
I ain't washing them dishes.
Oh, there we go. You don't need tax. It was built before 1981.
Yep.
Oh, shit, I just missed out on that one then.
You did, didn't you?
The Magna, yeah.
Well, just keep
and you won't need petrol if it's built after 1990 fucking whatever it is. Yeah, or whatever. 2029.
2029. I don't know if we'd be around by then.
I'll tell you what, I'm going to be riding petrol till it fucking dies, and you can't get it anywhere. That's what I'm going to be doing. I said from day one, someone said Patrick motorbikes. I went fuck off. No, I mean it. I
still don't think it's going to happen. I don't. It's not feasible. I don't think. Not for everybody.
The petrol, the battery technology is not there.
No, it's not.
It's not there. I mean, if you look at some of the mileage I've done per day this week, I mean, I've done 600 miles in a week. over 5 days.
Yeah.
I could not have done. All right, some of those days are about 170 miles, but the other days I've done 150, 160 miles. There isn't a petrol motorcycle, a battery motorcycle that would take me that distance
No.
without charging up again.
Have you seen a picture of the new Triumph one that they're doing with Williams and that?
God, don't get me started. I'm not interested. I really am not. Do not get me started. I cannot find a battery motorcycle that will guarantee me 120 miles at least.
No, there isn't one. There's not going to be.
No.
And if they manage
It
to
won't do it.
the infrastructure
It won't do it. So I don't care what all these manufacturers are coming up with. Give me a battery motorcycle that will do 200 miles.
Yeah.
Give me that.
Yeah, and you want to be able to charge it up within 20 minutes.
I want to be able to charge it up within fucking 10 minutes that it takes me at a petrol station.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
That's what I want.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want. Or I want someone came up with these Amazon locker type things where you could pull in, you take your battery pack out,
Yeah.
boom, and swap it for a full one.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5-minute job. Yeah, that's how long it takes me at the petrol station. I will gladly pay for that. But can they do it? No.
No, because how big a bank of batteries, new battery replacements, are they going to have?
Fucking huge.
Yeah. I mean, the amount of cars on the road. Think about the motorway services on the cars and vehicles that travel through them garages every day.
Yeah.
Fill up.
And then what about, you replace it with a battery that's fucked.
Well, yeah. Exactly.
Batteries die. Yeah, they've all got a life on them.
Yeah.
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 So
I mean, I
went
to Cornwall on a holiday last year. I went to Cornwall on holiday last year during the fuel crisis that weren't a crisis.
Yeah.
Right. I went a holiday in Cornwall last year, and we managed to fill the car up locally before we went.
Yeah.
So I said, right, we've got a full tank of fuel. We're not using the car. You want anything? We go on the bike, because the bike's got a full tank of gas, and I've got another fucking can of petrol in the fucking garage for the lawnmower, which I can stick in the bike if need be. And we left here with a full tank of gas in the car, and that gave me 600 miles in my diesel fucking car. So, and we started heading off down to Cornwall, and every petrol station we met on the way said no fuel, no diesel, no petrol, blah, 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 blah. HGVs only. It's like, yeah, I'll keep going. And I said to her, if we had an electric car, we would have had to charge it twice on the way.
On the way.
And where are these charging points? And she said, I don't know. I said, good job, but I don't fucking know either.
And you could find one and it might be the wrong one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You got a Tesla and it won't fucking charge up there, will it?
No.
You got to charge up their point. I just said it will not work. And when we got to our holiday home in fucking the end of Cornwall, I said to her, well, look at this. If we hadn't bought our 3-prong fucking charger to charge a car up, we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
And we managed to get fuel while we was down in Cornwall, because fortunately they're all weird down there, and they didn't fucking suck the petrol stations dry. So, you could pull into one and get fuel. And it's sort of like, well, where is the advantage of electric? Where is it? Where is my convenience, which is what everybody wants?
Yeah.
If you look at what everybody wants now, they want it now.
Yeah.
I'll look on Amazon for a fucking something I want it now. If not, I want it tomorrow. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, I want to go here, I want to go there, I want to do it now. I don't want to plan a fucking 4-day journey to do 400 miles.
No.
I want to do it now.
You might as well be on a horse.
You might as well. That's where we're heading.
Yeah.
And Exeter Rider, bless him, he did bring up a point when I was saying this many moons ago on one of the live streams. I say, where's the infrastructure? The infrastructure will be there, but yeah, it will be there in the future. It's not there now.
No.
No. And
No.
where's
So-
the word? We need it there now.
Yeah. So for
So
now, that is what I want.
I mean, they're pushing
that
for
is
10
where I'll
years
be.
now, aren't they?
And yeah. So if you're talking in 10 years' time, the infrastructure is going to be there where I can charge my electric car, no matter what manned or brake or whatever, and it isn't going to cost me any more than it used to cost me when I used to pull in the petrol station to fucking fill up with fuel for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I do not want to have to drive 200 miles and then wait 4 hours for my car to recharge
Yeah.
so I can continue my journey, which I would have done in 20 minutes with
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
sorry,
now
soapbox over.
Mm.
they're saying now that all new houses have got to have charging points built into them when they build them.
Absolute
And-
bollocks.
And they're going to be able to control whether you can charge your car or not in your house, because they can cut the supply off that. If they're getting short of electric anywhere else, you could not be able to charge your car, and you're buggered then, aren't you? You can't go to work.
You
So
fuck
we already
sideways,
get
isn't
some of
it?
our electricity from France, don't we?
It's,
We haven't got the supply. We haven't got the infrastructure.
Yeah.
You know, I just said, you know, we get some of our electricity from France.
we do. Well, quite a lot at one
So,
time, wasn't it?
yeah.
EDF is a French one, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, we haven't got the infrastructure. We haven't got the supply.
So how can you do it? Yeah.
You can't do it.
No.
And for people to buy electric vehicles, you need that infrastructure in place with a guaranteed supply.
Yeah, and how much does it cost for an electric vehicle as well?
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right,
mean,
yeah. And you think,
incredible.
I did see somewhere that in a car,
Yeah.
the battery will last about 70,000 miles, and then you got to change it
For a new one.
for a new one,
Yeah.
which will cost nearly as much as a car.
Yeah, exactly.
So you might as well go out and buy a new car.
Yeah, well, you'd have to.
And
'cause
at the extortionate price, most people can't afford it.
second-hand
You're
car
only gonna
market's going to be
scrapping the car
gone, isn't it?
off.
There won't be a second-hand car market because they won't be worth buying.
No.
Exactly.
So it's going nowhere. This.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a
Wife
no-brainer.
wants me, so I've got to run. 2 seconds. Talk amongst
Right.
yourself.
Right. How do we change the subject? Get
Uh,
something a bit more amenable, something we can be happy about.
yeah. I'm starting to think there ain't anything. Oh, summer's coming.
Yeah, yeah,
Do you ride through the winter? Do you ride through the winter?
yeah,
Do you?
yeah. I'm still riding now. Yeah,
Oh, are you?
despite all the mud and shit and everything else on the road.
I used to, but I don't anymore. Not now.
Yeah. Well, a few days ago, I released my first 360 video.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a sub to you actually, because I'm not sub to you, but once I finish this, I'll do it.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're on the PC, just click the mouse and drag it round. You get it all 360 all the way round.
Can you?
Well, yeah.
That's good. I'm gonna get one then.
Well,
yeah.
Just make sure you got a reasonable bandwidth, because when I played it back myself from YouTube, even though my monitors are HD,
Yeah.
it actually downloads in 4K because you're only actually watching on the monitor 1/4 of the image,
All right. Okay.
because it goes all the way.
All the way
round.
around. Yes.
So
Yeah.
you can sort of just drag it over to whatever angle you want, up, down, left, right.
Where do you mount?
360.
Do you mount yours on your handlebars or something?
Yeah, I've got a CBR 650F.
Yeah.
So I've got the GoPro actually mounted on the screen.
Right.
So the camera's sat up like that, and you can.
Oh, see,
all
a
the
bit
way
like
round.
sideways on then. Sort of the way you're going, the camera's not flat. It's on its.
No, the camera's flat, but you can actually look all the way round.
Yeah.
You know, if you watch it on the mobile phone, all you got to do is, and you're 90 degrees. If you a decent smartphone, every time you move the phone,
the camera follows
the angle changes.
Oh, right. It's clever stuff, isn't it, really?
It's clever stuff. It's the first one I've done, actually. I'm quite pleased with it, actually. I actually upscaled it to 8K.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh,
Yeah, I'd like to get up to 12K, but I might need a new computer for that.
Well, I'm gonna wrap this live chat up. Crumbly, tell me what you're up to.
Off the chair. Before you. You ain't gonna make it to see Stevie's bike, are you?
I've got 3 minutes.
Okay.
I'm hoping. Crumbly, what are you up to the next week? Come on, tell me.
Oh, probably the same as this week. Not a lot.
Fuck all. Yeah.
Cleaning the engine on my Magna and working on that probably. Because I've got paint.
White Rock, what are you up to this week, mate?
Well, apart from working, I'll probably carry on doing the new house up.
You put any videos up? Come on, guys. That's what I'm on about. Put any videos up.
No, I'm limited to the garage.
Come on.
All right. Okay. I am in the process of doing a video, just basically talking about the last video, which is a 360 video. I don't know if you've seen it, Simon.
Not yet. No, I ain't watched it yet.
Well, it's
Military Road one.
Yeah, Military Road 360. Now, if you're on the computer, you can actually drag the angle across, so you can look at whatever angle you want.
Wow, really?
Oh, wow.
It's just taken from a 360 video. Yeah, if you're on the mobile phone, all you do is move the phone, and it actually changes the viewing angle of the camera what you're watching.
Oh, I've got to watch
Brilliant.
that.
I'll have to watch that, though, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Nice one.
yeah. The actual video size was just under 11 gig
Oh, wow.
for a 14-minute video.
Bloody hell, that's
Wow.
brilliant.
That's awesome.
Because there's just so much information. You've got a 360, it's all the way round.
Yeah.
So you can actually go round and round and round, and you see everything.
Brilliant.
Yeah. But
Simon, you're falling asleep, man.
he looks half dead now, doesn't
He
he?
does, doesn't he?
I am tired. I'll tell you what. It's been a long week, and I've had a lot of hours in. So I've got to admit it. I am.
No, this thing is just telling you about all the little things I've discovered whilst making it, and whatever.
I'm going to sub to you, then I'll watch that tomorrow.
Yeah, by all means, yes.
Will do.
Okay, that's it. Yeah.
White Rock, Crumbly, thank you for joining the live stream. You made it what it is. With that, we're going to say goodbye. All right, mate, guys.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you very much. And I hope to see you on Military's channel in a bit. And we'll see what new Honda Pan-European in Pinky has got.
Yeah.
Let's go there.
Yes. In a minute.
Later, guys. Take care.
Yeah.